Hello. We're back with some more D&D tonight. It is April 15th, 2023. I don't know why I just said the date, but we did. You're probably going to see this episode on YouTube in a couple of weeks. But hi, we're doing some more D&D tonight. This is episode 25, which, holy shit, that is wild. We've been doing this for 7 months. How? I don't know. But here we are. This episode is called The Unfortunate Massacre. And if you're all caught up, you will know why. If you're not caught up, go back and watch the other episodes. It is I, Sir Pants, Steve, also known as Sorren Stormborn, about to join the VC with my fellow compatriots. Hello.
Well, you are finally back, eh?
Yep, I am finally awake.
Dumb fuck, you didn't change the title.
What do you mean?
It still says Rising Tides.
Why does it say Rising Tide? Checker? I changed it.
Now it says for the longest time it was still saying Rising Tides.
Well, fuck. We fixed it now.
It's
I'll have to go back and fix the wall. Why didn't you just message in chat instead of waiting for me to come to... Okay. Anyway, so our dear DM is currently in a session with a party member who missed last week's episode, and that's...
Again. Let's start again, guys. Come on.
Right, let's go.
All right.
Okay, let's begin.
Okay. The last time we were here together, you all were looking for Endath. And unknown to you, he was somewhere nearby, but you don't know where. Give me 1 minute. I'm slightly distracted.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, sorry. Unknown to you, he was somewhere nearby. And at least a couple of you had deviated from the party. And they've gone for a while now. You weren't sure where they went. But slowly, gradually, you started hearing sounds in the street. There were people who were whispering, people who were yelling, people who were running frantically away from a certain place pretty near. You all decide to get up, look out of the window, and you could see a crowd running away from the location number 17 that you see on your map, in the Hall of Good Fortune. What do you do?
I'm still there, right? The Hollow
Yes.
Good Fortune?
Ileana is
Yep.
there, yes.
I'm talking to the other three people.
Okay.
And I'm already moving towards it.
Yep. You both are moving towards it.
Yeah, I get up.
Actually, Ileana is already there, yeah. You saw him.
I was at the place, yeah.
Ileana just vanished? Okay, there she is.
Yeah. And that vanished. So what do I see in front of me?
No. I'm talking to the other three people who are still
okay.
at the tower.
I'm
Go
still
ahead.
here then. I'm just standing in.
Yeah, you're still here. Yeah.
Mm.
You're both kind of
Yeah.
like ahead in the timeline, so be patient.
Okay,
Got it,
that
got
way.
it, got it.
Okay.
Elvis is
Let me get... Yeah,
Elvis is already moving towards the sound of commotion that he heard.
got you. Sorren, what are you doing?
I wake up, hearing the commotion, look at my watch. What time is it? Estimate.
Yeah, watch.
Okay, fine. I look at the sky. I look at the sky. The sun is... the moon is still out. There's no
sun. The moon is
Yeah.
out, yeah.
Oh my fucking god. Who the fuck does
Do
this?
you
Why?
really want to do that? Okay. Roll a nature check.
No. I mean, I don't really...
Let's go.
Not like specifically.
Don't know. Don't know. You can't do that
no
now.
changing.
It's too late.
I'm
do
not...
it, do it.
Sure, why not? I'm...
There's no avoiding things here.
Oh my god.
Missed it by one number,
You-
bro.
No, it's a natural one.
It's a natural one.
Yeah.
I
You
know.
get up because you're so sleepy and you're so used to the darkness. Like outside sort of like feels very bright to you. You think it's still evening, but then you realize no, you went to sleep at around 8ish on an empty stomach, so to speak. And you look at people running and it feels like 9ish p.m. to you.
9 p.m.
Yep.
Okay. So if I went to sleep late at night, Sorren immediately thinks, oh shit, I slept for 24 hours. No fucking way. Who let me sleep for 24 hours? That is so cool. And I try to wake up Fenris. Fenris, hey Fenris, so there's something happening outside. You let me sleep for a full fucking day?
Oh. It's still the same night. What's happening? Why did you wake me up?
I don't know. There's people running. People running away from somewhere.
Maybe
wanna go
they're
check it
going
out?
for a marathon. Who cares? Let's go back to sleep. If I know
Going-
NG well enough, this is what you'll see.
Yeah, I
He
sigh.
would.
I sigh and I make my way downstairs and I start heading to the opposite direction where the people are running from, or towards the direction people are running from. I mean.
Right? Wait, he's
Nix
running.
and Fenris are sleeping at the tavern as this.
Pushing through
Okay,
people,
at this point, I
moving
think
crowds
Elvis.
around. Yeah.
Yep. Elvis, you and Sorren both would encounter people running away from the place, and they would sort of like push you away. You'd have to get through the crowds. You'd have to get through people who are behind the crowds who are covered in blood.
Oh wow.
And there's
Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Okay, I
people
would
who
try to
have
figure out.
drenched,
Okay, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
but drenched in blood and running towards you. They're not looking at you. They're just mad running, just trying to get away from whatever is behind them. Okay, now go.
Okay, at this point, I'm worried if there would be a stampede at this point. So I'll be looking and trying to see if any people are falling down, so I can help them up, and so that they don't get stampeded.
You try to help a couple of them up. They smack your hand away and then continue to try to get up and run.
Rude.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on. I move forward
All right.
against
You
the
both
motion of people.
reach at the place, the Hall of Good Fortune, and see Ileana standing at sort of like the gateway to the hall itself. Outside of the courtyard, you see a pool of blood, which is black in the night sky. You can barely see a lot of limbs lying around. There's people who are still barely alive, gurgling blood, just losing consciousness as they drift away. There's
I would-
just too much blood for you to actually account for and move through, so to speak. Go ahead.
I would rush towards people who I can assume still have some form of life left, and I would like to use spare dying on them, as many people as I can.
A couple of them you try to save and manage to. One of them had like an artery nicked at their neck, and it helps, and the closing of the wound helps them. They're still petrified of whatever is happening, and they have no way to communicate that because their throat doesn't work properly anymore. They can't scream anymore. One of them looks at you, then looks at whatever is inside, and despite your efforts, slowly loses consciousness. And sort of like through divine strength, you're able to see a very hazy blue image of them move away from their body and drawn to whatever is inside. Sort of like their soul leaving from their body and being sucked away.
I would
Holy
turn
shit.
around to see whatever this thing is while holding the person's body in my hands.
See Ileana standing and gazing at someone inside. Inside, you see very faintly a man which is constantly transforming into a shadow, and then the shadow imploding back into the man again. It is happening sort of very frequently, around like once every 3 seconds.
Do I see Sorren at this point?
Sorren is perhaps right behind you. If you try to look around, you'll see him.
Okay. I would shout out, Ileana, what's going on? What happened here?
Elena looks back at you, holds up a finger to her mouth, and reaches into her pocket and pulls out a wand and points it towards the shadowy figure.
Oh no.
How far is the shadowy figure, DM?
It's around 45ish feet from you.
All right. I'm gonna pull out my wand and I point it at the shadowy figure that I see, and the shadows moving, and I'm gonna close my eyes and think for a bit. I'm casting detect thoughts, so that's a wisdom saving
Okay.
throw.
All right. You can try to. You.
I mean, hence I said
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
And as you do, you seem to encounter sort of like a bubble which prevents you from reading any thoughts. For a brief while, it seems as if this entity does not have any thoughts. It feels as if there is nothing to learn from, nothing to see, nothing to feel.
Okay, interesting. I look back at Elvis. I'm gonna slowly back away from the figure, and I'm gonna walk over to Elvis. Um, hmm. Hmm. Did I recognize that figure as Endath, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I point the figure out and I just I look at Elvis. Endath.
And that?
Do I hear this?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. You hear it.
Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh fuck. Shit. Son of a bitch. Fuck. Not end that. Not again. Oh, we're so fucked. I look over at Elvis. What are you gonna do? How do we do? What do we do?
You mean to tell me that thing over there sucking up souls is Endath, the fighter that we know?
Well, it's probably his you know, the weird things that he's been going through. I'm gonna step forward, get up to within 120 feet. I get up to 100 feet from
Thank you for the reminder.
yeah, same. I'm literally doing it right now. Get up to 100 feet within the thing, and I try to send message. And that's
Okay.
buddy, pal, UK. We're here. It's Sorren. It's the bard and the we're friends. You can reply to this message.
And at this point, you can choose to listen, but it's still up to you.
I can choose to what? I didn't get that.
You
Sorry.
can
Choose to
choose to
listen.
focus on the voice. You hear a faint voice of Sorren in your head, but you can choose to ignore it or you can choose to listen. If you choose to
Okay,
listen, you cannot go back. And if you don't choose to listen, no. The same thing, but vice versa.
I cannot go back where?
Into the form, basically.
Okay. I choose to listen to the voice.
Slowly you feel the shadows stabilizing and sort of like capturing into you as your form reappears as Endath, and this time not unstable, this time not flickering in and out of existence. This time you feel yourself, and you also feel in control as you absorb more and more souls from all around you. And you feel joy, you feel thrill, you feel excitement. And you feel and you hear your friends calling from behind you.
Okay. Now I turn around and you can see my face is showing happiness, which is not supposed to be the right emotion, but you see it being happy, and I feel myself in control, and I just look at you and I smile and I say, "You don't understand. They deserved it. They deserve to die. This is nothing but they're all evil. You don't understand. They're all evil."
Okay.
At this point, Elvis would cut him off, and she would do this. So
Oh
I'm
fuck.
gonna
Add two.
attend that.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Uh, And that you need to make a dexterity saving throw. I'm gonna give you advantage on this one.
Cool.
You're juiced up at this point.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh no!
Five with advantage.
No way!
She shouts again, "You are not the friend that I thought you were. What is wrong with you?"
Okay, do I take damage? 5 damage?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh,
You
I got
feel
locked
flames
out.
all
Hold on.
around you, and it takes you a while to get them out, put them out from your clothes and stuff, and you take 5 damage.
DM,
No.
Mm-hmm.
while this is going on, and I glance at Elvis, pointing at now in that again, I would like to point my wand at him and try the same again.
What
Take
the fuck?
thoughts.
Wait,
Yeah.
guys, hold on.
Okay.
I got locked out.
Oh,
Uh
no.
oh.
Foundry's
I'm
kicking.
logging back in.
I'm gonna
Sounds
continue
fun.
narrating anyway.
Sure.
You
Log back in.
don't even need to roll a saving throw for this. You immediately recognize his thoughts, and it feels righteous. It feels justified. It feels like he's doing something with a purpose, and you feel as if he's convinced and whatever he's doing is the right thing. And almost at the same time, Elvis, you hear the voice in your head. This is it. He's right.
Fucking
going
no.
on?
DM,
Hmm.
I would also like to push deeper into his thoughts.
Okay. And that's what are you thinking about?
No,
at this
okay.
point?
So, what happened after I got locked out? So, after
Okay.
the
Eliana
damage
is trying
that
to
I took-
detect your thoughts, but you're too what's it called? Juiced up and too unaware to actually resist it. So Eliana is trying to
Okay.
read what you're thinking about.
all I'm thinking about is that I'm right. What I did was correct. They deserve to die because they were evil, and that's all I'm thinking.
Eliana, you
Alright.
also see
Mhm.
the pool in his mind, the pool of good fortune, and it's just turning a dark shade of brown and black as he gazes upon it.
Interesting.
DM,
Mhm.
the higher officials of this shrine, are any of them sort of alive?
Their limbs are left,
Their
not
limbs
even their
are
full
left.
body forms.
They dead.
They're dead. Yeah, they're very deeply dead.
Okay. Okay. I'm,
By the way, I'm
uh,
keeping the spell up for a little
while
bit.
this is happening, I'm gonna step
Okay.
forward, my hands up, and out. You're okay. Everything is fine. Just calm down. Just we're all friends here. I'm gonna cast calm emotions on him while I'm stepping forward, getting closer. I have to get up to 20 feet of him to do that. So I will do it. We'll get up to 20 feet. I'm gonna
Does
cast.
calm emotion work on happiness?
I
It suppresses
think so,
strong
yeah. When it
emotions in a group
calms-
of people.
yeah, all
So-
all
Strong
emotions.
emotions, okay.
Yeah.
And that you feel slightly quelled in your happiness and your excitement.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
dex save, isn't it?
It doesn't have to be.
No.
Not always. DM decides. Ha ha ha.
Ah.
Yeah. So I'm
Okay,
basically.
so right now he is sort of juiced up, so he can't concentrate on anything which would. So there's no saving throws, but he's also very resistant to other stuff, like physical stuff. But mentally, he is very open.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep pushing forward, getting closer to him, and that. What the fuck did you do?
Look, I'm telling you, they deserved it. They were
Why?
evil.
What did they do that was so evil?
I don't know. I
How-
don't know.
you
but
can't-
they were evil.
You
They
can't just
deserve
say
to
they were
die.
evil and then
They
do that
are
without any
evil.
facts. How? What did they do?
That-
Give me a
that's-
response.
That's just what I know. Back
How-
off.
who told
I'm
you?
telling you.
Who told you?
I know that nobody told me. I just know that they're evil.
Oh my god.
At this point, Elvis would just get up and shout again. And how are we to believe you? The words of someone who we have seen murder countless people without any explanations.
I'm gonna lean into Elvis's ear, and I'm just gonna whisper in my what language was it? Or whatever. In my language, he believes those to be true. I'm reading his mind.
Okay.
You saying that in
DM.
your language?
Yeah.
Yeah.
DM.
So
do I
he hears
understand?
gibberish.
Okay, yeah, you hear gibberish. You
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
a very
yeah.
weird sound come into your ear. Sorry, go ahead. Stop DMing, make a tell, batao. क्या? Everyone just continues doing DM.
मैं तो
Bro, I
बोल
can't focus on one voice.
हम तो बोल दिया और क्या बोलना
क्या बोला? अभी बोलो. Sequentially.
अच्छा, again I'll repeat. Elvis stood up again and shouted, how are we to believe?
No, I got that part. उसके बाद भी you were saying something.
No, उसके बाद I just asked, do I understand what Ileana told me?
अच्छा, okay.
That's what I said.
Okay. So I
DM.
say
ये कर दो सारे बस.
We have a new mantra.
DM.
"DM."
As if you don't already do that.
Now we're quantifying it now.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyways, basically, I tell, don't you trust me? I've been with you all for so long. I'm telling you, this is what is right.
You also came back from the dead, and you've been weird ever since.
You brought
So-
me back.
Which I didn't do it. It was Agatha, but okay, whatever. Semantics. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you hurt? How the fuck did you cause so much carnage? What did you do?
I don't know. I killed them. That's
How?
all I know.
How?
They deserved it.
Oh my god. Okay, fine.
I-
Let's.
I actually
If
don't
if
know.
I.
Okay.
I'm gonna push another calm emotions at him. Try to get him out of his happy frenzy.
Okay.
Do you?
At this point, you're almost like, killing his joy.
Well, he deserves it at this point.
Fucking hell.
Do you realize the magnitude of what you've done? This is a temple. It's a religious place. People are going to kill us. I turn back to Elvis. We need to get the fuck out of here, and then we can discuss what happened. Elvis,
Look, we were already
Hold on.
wanted here. I'm
He's
telling
typing
you.
something. Give me.
we're already.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I saw the poster. We were wanted
I
everywhere.
ripped it up. I ripped it up for
I
us.
saw it. It was on
I'm
the floor.
telling you, they
you
deserve.
ripped it up and you left it on the floor, you moron. If you were to rip up something, wouldn't it have been better to throw it away, not just toss it on the floor right next to where the bulletin
Well-
board was?
Well, no witnesses.
At this point, Elvis just Elvis would just shout in and interrupt everyone and say, "Right, enough fucking quarreling." And she points at Endar and says, "You, if you want us to believe you." And she looks at Ileana and Sorren. You both as well. All of you, follow me. There's some things that we need to do. I need to get out of here for now. Follow me. And Elvis walks out of the shrine.
No, look into the pool. I'm telling you, that's where I know that the pool, that's the one that corrupted everyone. This place is mental. I'm telling you, this is all wrong.
You know what?
Elvis, you hear in your head again. Go look.
I'll go look into the pool because I did see him into his mind as well.
I was trying
Look
to
at the
avoid
pool.
this. I was
I'm
trying to
doing
avoid
it.
this. Okay, Elvis
You're doing it.
gives in and goes to look into the pool.
Okay. You all walk up to the pool among the blood and everything. I need you to roll perception for me with advantage, or all of you if you want to. But I would prefer
Yeah.
one person with advantage.
No, man. All of us are going to roll now. You gave us a choice. So we are going to take it.
Let's go.
Yeah, all good.
That one. Oh, okay. Not that
Oh,
one.
okay.
Fuck.
Wow. That perception is like brilliant. You can see quite a lot, man. Hey,
What the fuck,
okay,
dude?
Quick question: do glasses exist in D&D?
Yes.
Like spectacles, numbered
Not
spectacles.
precisely, but yes. They're
Interesting.
Wasn't Kill Billy wearing glasses?
Okay. Yeah, Kilpidi wears glasses. Anyway,
15 DM.
okay. Endath and Sorren, you walk towards the pool and you walk like just short of it. And you look down and you see a clear well of water with some impurities, which seem slightly out of order for something so considered so holy, quote unquote. You can see that there's probably some blood spilled from the bodies into the pool, and that's why it seems ever slightly pinkish. Elvis, you immediately recognize that this blood seems to be coming from somewhere rather
Oh.
than from outside. It
Oh.
seems to be coming from inside of the pool. And it's sort of like turning brown and black as it swirls away and then gets dissolved in the water. And on the top of it, you can just see a very pinkish brownish hue.
Can I see the source of the thing?
It seems to be something down below. You can just see a few droplets coming above, but you can't really see it because it gets dissolved too soon. Ileana, you see the same.
I would
Shall-
like to. Is there any long things around me?
I mean, pretty sure Sorren is like 6 foot something.
I meant non-living, please, DM. Thank you.
You have your wand, right? Poke it with it.
Yeah,
There
I
is.
poke the
it's a
water with my
wand.
wand.
You poke into the water with your 1 foot wand.
Yep.
1 foot
Okay.
one.
It feels
1
wet.
foot?
It feels wet.
All right.
I would like what Elvis would do first. First, she would take a sample of the liquid in a vial that she has. Okay.
Okay.
And then she would try to reach
Hello?
her hand as
I can hear you.
far low as she could to the source that
Okay.
she saw.
Okay. You take a
Also to
sample.
go on.
Also do.
Also the pinkish bloom that you said. I would like to investigate that as well.
Seems to be blood. It seems to be coming from somewhere down under the well. And the well is pretty deep at this point. I think it's around 25-ish feet.
25
And
feet. Okay.
yeah, you put your hand in. It's just wet. You feel slightly lucky. That's it.
I look back at Endath as I poke it with my wand, and I'm gonna take the wand and I'm gonna show the wand. I mean, basically keep it in front of Endath's face, and I'm gonna say, "It's fine." Wet.
No, I'm telling you, it's.
What are you doing,
I
sorry?
slowly start backing away.
Nice.
I grab Andad by the collar. I don't see anything. What the fuck? It just looks like dirty water.
No, that's not my problem. You can't see anything. I'm telling you, it's in the pool.
Can I try
Elvis would
to
just-
push Andad into the water? Can I do that?
No,
Sure.
I'm gonna resist.
How big is
I'm
the
gonna
well?
resist that.
I mean, of course
Sure,
you are.
Strength check.
Sure.
Strength
Strength
check.
And that with advantage.
Oh,
Strength
Lol.
check.
Come on, don't fuck me over like last time. 3 and 3. The hell was that?
12.
12 and 12.
What is this?
no way!
No!
Right. At this point, I think
Rollies.
it's
Reroll.
+3. No, actually, I don't think I can just use the modifiers. +1. Yeah, and that wins this one. I'm so sure.
Ah, come on.
Wait. Why does Andad say my roll was better? His roll was a 9, mine was an 11. Okay?
It's a +3.
I know.
What are you
I know.
talking
I know.
His strength is more.
His passive strength. Like he's just built
Back off.
stronger, and he's
He's
right now juiced
he's just
up
built
with
different.
some
He's just
souls.
built different,
Yeah.
man.
Yo. Don't mess with me, dog.
So Elvis just takes out another vial of that it disperses the holy water and just pours it down in the liquid. See if there's any reaction. So
Holy water.
yeah,
The water explodes.
The water kind of clears up, the blood sort of turning back from black and brown into how it usually is, bright red.
okay.
Wait, the water is usually bright red?
That the
The
blood.
water is
man.
usually blood is usually bright. What do you mean, Sassy? You don't drink bright red water in your house?
Sure.
Motherfucker doesn't have ruabza in his house. Fuck off.
Yeah, I don't drink rose.
Ruabza on tap. Nice.
Yeah, I have a beer keg that pours nothing but verbs 24/7. Yep.
Every Indian household has ruabza. Acha.
Okay, so
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Elvis would then look at the reaction and she would pull everyone close and say, okay, what and that seems to be saying can hold some candle to the truth. Seems to be something down there. I don't know what, but it is colluding something in the water.
So do we like
There's
jump in?
Can you swim?
Yes.
Go on then.
No, how are we gonna get out though?
You said you can swim.
So, but we still need to get out, don't we?
Can you all roll me an intelligence check? Actually, not all. Just one person is fine.
Are you like, okay, I'll do it. I have a +2 on it. So.
+2.
Oh my god! Again!
Never mind. I take my words back. Continue.
Yeah. Is there any way to? Is there a basement in the temple, Tim?
You'll have to find out.
I'll look around for a basement.
That's what we're supposed to do.
At this
I just
moment,
wanted Sorren to just
in
jump
this
in.
in this
Roll me a
moment, Sorren
perception
doesn't
check.
know his left
Yeah.
hand from his right. He's like, where am I?
Me as well.
Who am I?
That's a 17.
Are you
Liam.
jumping in, Sorren?
No.
Who do you want to roll perception?
Ilyana.
Ilyana.
Ilyana said 17, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 17.
Okay. You manage to find a small set of stairs which are towards the right side of the hallway from where you are, leading downstairs into the basement.
Okay. I'm gonna go downstairs, and I'm also going to call out to Elvis.
Okay.
I hear Ilyana and I follow her downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point, I have my shield up. I'll just continue.
Okay. All right. What are the other two people doing?
All right,
Swimming
smartass.
a
You want to
baggy.
go look at this thing from the ground up?
Sure, let's go.
By the way, the intelligence check was for it's a fucking well. You can't reach anywhere if you jump into it. It's like a tumbler. Where do you expect to go?
But the well gets its water from somewhere, right?
It's
a small hole.
It's a natural, like just a source of water coming from deep inside the earth. Like, where do you expect it to lead to? Except the earth.
Motherfucker didn't read the fucking water table in geography.
Oh no.
Trying to swim up to the bedrock. Anyway. Okay, you all go downstairs and it seems to be pretty well lit space for a brief while. Then it turns into a very shabby basement of sorts, which would be, similar to any building. It seems like the work here was still going on. And looking around you, you see a lot of, books and a lot of equipment and a lot of prayer equipment, some sweeping stuff, etc., etc. One of the things that you encounter is a small orb, which seems to be a divining orb, and you also see a couple of locked doors in the basement.
I would like to go and investigate the orb.
Seems to be a pretty basic divining orb, which can tell you the future if you have the skill for it.
Okay. I would take the orb and try to use it.
Okay,
Nice.
so roll me a d100.
Oh,
Hey, listen, I'm not saying not every d100 is a Feywild thing, okay? I
It
don't
is
know why you
Buster.
think
with
that.
you.
It
With you, it
literally has not happened in our campaign ever.
What's a Feywild thing?
Oh yeah.
So, Feywild magic is when magic goes haywire and you roll d100 to find out which effect it has.
Oh, like
That's
a wild
wild
magic
It's
surge.
magic.
magic. That's wild magic, basically.
Oh, wild magic, I'm so sorry.
it's
I'm
yep.
dumbass, yeah. Okay.
Feywild is a
38.
different thing.
Yeah, it's a very different thing. I forgot the name. Names are very confusing for me. Anyway, 38. You look at it, you try to focus for a second. What are you trying to see? What are you trying to, ascertain?
It's a division of. I'm trying to ascertain the origins of this place.
Okay. It sort of like flashes very pale yellow for you a couple of seconds and then just dims up.
Can you repeat? I couldn't get you. Can you repeat that?
Sorry?
I
Okay.
couldn't get what you
The
said.
orb flashes bright pale yellow for a second, like a bulb trying to glow up, and then just like fizzles out.
Okay. I would take the orb and put it in my backpack and continue looking.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to put it in the bag of holding? That way you don't have to carry it around.
Sure.
I hold the bag
She
open
has
for
the orb. Okay. She puts the orb inside the holding bag.
All right.
Moving
So
on.
you said there were two locked doors, a couple of locked doors, right?
Mm-hmm.
If only we had our locksmith with us.
Should be. I need to reconnect my headphones.
Right. I'm gonna check one of the doors for traps. None of the others can do it. No, wait. I'm gonna use my mage hand to try to open the door.
How are you trying to use your mage hand to open the door?
Like
It's
literally
locked.
just the bolt.
Okay.
Whatever.
You use your mage hand, it sort of like turns the handle, tries to push through, nothing happens.
Is it like a padlock lock or is it like bolted from the other side?
It's a key. It's a key lock. It's like a keyhole lock.
I would like to.
Not the other side.
Okay. I would like to walk over to the door and I would pull out my water skin. I'm gonna pour some water into the lock and I'm gonna touch it and cast
wait.
shape water. I'm freezing the water.
Okay.
Okay, I have an acid vial.
You're
I forgot
doing
about that.
Ant-Man kind of shenanigans.
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
Yes.
All right. Roll me a d100.
Let's go.
Alright.
While this is
What do you
happening, Elvis would like to
Mhm.
investigate any forms of ritualistic text that she can find about the well.
You spot a lot of documents. 75. That's good enough for me. You spot a lot of documents all around you, and it tells you the history of this place. And from what you can tell, a lot more people have started coming to this place since the last 6 months.
Last 6 months, huh? Oh no.
Yeah. The well has existed for centuries, even, but this place has not seen that much
Attention.
footfall, so to speak, since the last 6 months. It was like a couple of people per day,
I'll be right back.
and it went to hundreds of people per day. All right. The door opens as you hear loud cracks, and the metal sort of gives up, and the hinge unlocks. And there was a brief chance that it would like lock more properly. That didn't happen, fortunately for you.
Okay.
He said he'll be back in like 2 minutes.
He's
I
back.
have an acid
Nothing
vial, so we
happened.
can
The
use
door
it
opened.
if we need.
The robes. Okay. Elvis said no, she's looking for books. She's looking for two things in particular.
Okay.
Donation records to the temple and the history of the well. Like an upkeep book.
The well has existed for centuries, I've already told you.
Mm-hmm.
The donation books sort of reflect the same. The footfall has increased from couple per day to hundreds per day since the last 6 months. It almost
And-
like immediately exploded 6 months ago.
I'm looking for specific names, such as delegates from Neverwinter or so, that I can know. Who I would
Roll
know.
me
back. What
a
did I miss?
investigation check. The door
Investigation
opened. Basically, that's
Yeah.
that.
What did we find behind it?
A
You
fucking
haven't seen
7.
yet.
Fucking hell.
Okay.
Of course.
There's a lot of records, and so far you could potentially take the book with you if you want to, but you can't see anyone who rings a bell.
I keep the book and I
Okay.
take the book and give it to Sorren to keep it in a bag of holding.
Poggers.
Okay.
Fuck.
Behind the door, you see a young boy with curly hair, covered in a corner, covering his face, covering his body, and trying to get away from you. Please,
He's alive?
please leave me alone. Yes.
Oh. I'm going
He looks
to.
at you and gets even more scared because he hasn't seen any, Shadow guy before.
Yeah, I look like a
Um,
corpse, don't I? Yeah, I forgot about that.
I step
Um,
forward with my hands raised. It's okay. I'm speaking in. Can I recognize what race the boy is?
Seems human.
Hey, it's okay. We're okay. We're friends. We're not here to hurt you. Are you okay? What's going on? Are you hurt? Do you need any help? We have water and food and.
There's He swallows a bit. There's someone killing everyone upstairs. I ran. I hid.
Did you see who it was?
There was a shadow.
I sigh and I kneel down next to him. It's okay.
Is it gone?
It's gone.
Is it gone?
Yes, it's gone. Do you
Can-
need
can-
anything?
Can I go?
I would not recommend.
No, he just
going
shoves you and
upstairs.
runs away.
Wait! I don't run after him, but I.
Nothing. He just runs. You hear a faint thud as he slips in the blood, yells for a second, and then continues to run.
Oh. Well, I fucked
Inside of the inside of the room, you also see a lot of janitorial supplies, soap, salt, buckets, and mops.
that. Okay. Anything else of noteworthiness in the thing? Any pipes? Any vials of stuff we could take with us?
No, but you do see a staff if you would need one.
Just a random. Does it look magical?
Just a random stick. Nope. Just probably a broom stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'll take the staff.
Okay.
Well, there's nothing in this room. We want to go check the other one.
Yes,
Hello?
sure.
All right. So
Is the other room locked as well?
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna use the
I
same
have
technique.
an acid vial.
Oh,
Yep.
great.
No,
Oh,
I
no.
have an
I
acid
said, well,
vial.
okay.
Shall I?
it's up to you.
Okay. I use the acid vial on the lock to break it open.
You
Or do I
want
have
to
to
insert the acid into the lock hole?
Can't I just pour it on the hinges to, or
Yeah,
the
you can.
sorry, the
You can take it.
main-
Do anything. I'm asking what
yeah.
you're specifically doing.
So is it a padlock or is it just like
No, it's
locked
like
room?
a keyhole lock. It's a metal door, and there's a hole in which a key inserts, and that's been locked.
Okay. Then I just pour it on the where you close the door, the handle section of it, so that part just disintegrates.
Got it.
Essentially. The locking side of things will disintegrate. Do I
Got
have
it.
to roll for attack?
No,
here?
you don't. You don't.
Okay.
You pour the acid, and for a brief while, it's sort of like cuts in, and then stops working. Then you pour a bit more, then a bit more, then a bit more, and slowly and gradually, you hear the internal parts, mechanisms of the door melt, and the door sort of like very slowly creaks open.
Nice. Booyah.
Okay.
All right, are you going in?
Yep.
Okay. Looking inside, you see a very neat room with tiled floor and tiled walls, and there's nothing but a slab in the middle, and there's a light above it, uh, a candlelight, and it's a lamp. I'm sorry, a lamp above it, and it's lit. Give me 1 minute. Let me gather my thoughts. I'm confused.
Okay.
Yes. There's a slab, and there is a lamp above it, and on the slab you can see a feline creature, sort of like a small, but not a small actually, sort of like a larger cat, laying on its side, and you can see it seems to be all pretty much dead. It seems to be at the brink of its last breath.
Does it look hurt or is it just dying of old age?
It looks hurt.
Okay, I'm going to quickly
And
cast Healing
if
Word
you-
on it.
It's as you approach it, you see tubes coming from its chest area and going towards a sort of like a collection mechanism, and
the fuck?
it seems to be full of its blood. And you also see a similar as you enter the room more, and like your eyes sort of like adjust to the light. You also see other vials of blood, or not vials, I'm sorry, bottles of blood all around the shelves in the whole room. And one of them seems to be feeding into a mechanism which seems to be feeding into the well. The cat
I
itself
told you!
is a bright golden color and black color.
Is it similar to the
Hi,
cat
Elvis.
that we
I'm gonna.
found?
No. Elvis, I'm gonna briefly tell you what happened.
Okay.
You open one of the doors. There's a scared guy inside. He runs away, and you open the other door. There is a cat on a slab, which seems to be being drained of its blood. The cat is bright gold color. It's like actual gold, sort of like fur, and it's also black in certain parts, and it seems to be
Okay.
dying. And there's shelves all around the room which have bottles of blood, and one of the bottles is feeding into a mechanism which seems to be feeding into the well.
I'm gonna try to examine the cat to see if it is hurt anywhere other than the tubes that are inserted into it.
Roll me a medicine check.
Uh, can I try to
Actually,
remove the tubes?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Are you trying to?
It's a 13.
It's
I
a
don't-
13. It looks as if it's being drained of blood.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem hurt directly. Go ahead.
Elvis, do you
Hello?
wanna- I think he said
okay.
be right back.
I did, no, I didn't say anything.
No,
Ileana was saying
No,
something.
what did Ileana say?
I think be right back is what Secret Bite said.
Oh, okay.
Acha bhai.
I just
Okay,
heard DM, nothing else.
That's what I heard as well. Elvis is gonna try to cast Spare the Dying
Actually-
on the poor cat.
Okay.
I'm back.
You know what, Elvis, I also need
I'm
to... Nothing happened. I also need you
Okay.
to roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana check. Okay. Fuck.
I was gonna
okay.
do my talk to animals thing, but we don't have time. It's like a 10-minute ritual, right?
That's a 14.
Decently.
So you can use a spell
recall-
slot.
What?
Sorren asked the talk to animal thing, right? I said you can also use a spell slot for it.
Did he learn it as a spell?
I learned it as a
Yeah,
ritual
it's a spell.
from Cygnus.
You can choose.
No,
Okay.
No, you can either.
No, but he doesn't have the spell. He only
He doesn't have the
ritual.
spell. He only
He
learned the
doesn't
ritual.
have there's no
Oh.
spell list. He just learned it as a ritual because he's about. Anyway.
Okay, that makes sense.
Anyway, lost my train of thought.
14 is
Okay,
for the
Arcana
Arcana.
check. Yeah, you can sort of recognize the cat from certain legends that you have heard about. A lucky cat, which is gold and black, and it's supposed to bring very good fortune to people. It seems to be
Oh
the
my
same
god. Oh my!
Very
It's that
nice.
fucking. It's that Japanese cat with the hand. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna disconnect the tubes while this is happening. Hey, it's okay, buddy. We're here to help. This is me
Before
talking.
Sorren does that, hold on. Before Sorren does that, Elvis would try to stop Sorren.
Okay.
Wait, what's up?
Does Sorren let
Yeah,
Elvis stop?
of course.
Okay.
What's happening?
Elvis stops Sorren and says, "Okay, if there's something connected and inserted inside to this small cat's body, removing it just like that could cause even more injuries and more bleeding. You have to do this carefully, and we can't just yank it out."
Yeah, of course. I wasn't going to pull it out. I was just gonna, gently unhook it.
Yeah. First of all, Elvis would like to see if there's where the tubes lead. If there's any way to disconnect the tubes from the other end first.
Okay. They lead into a mechanism that seems to be drawing blood away from cat, but very slowly.
I would like to try and disconnect the mechanism.
Okay. It takes you a while, and there's some sort of spillage, so to speak, and it immediately feels very different to you and sort of like lucky.
Okay.
But
While he's disconnecting it, I'm gonna sit down and hopefully have enough time to talk to animals.
sure. And
Although it's a magic cat, it could talk to us in our language, but it's just easier.
Just do
it seems to be Sorren. It seems to be semi unconscious at this point. So even if you do cast talk to animals, it might not be able to
talk itself.
talk back properly.
Okay.
It
Okay.
understands
So
okay.
Let's do it
Hold
this
on.
way then.
Hold on.
Before Elvis tries to disconnect it, I will cast healing word on the cat first to heal it, and then I'm gonna
cast
do
spare dying on it.
You did?
Oh, you did?
That's the first thing I said.
Okay.
No, I know, but I thought
Okay,
it got.
it's still okay. Spare the dying is fine. You know what? Healing word, I'll take it. It seems to be recovering from whatever was afflicting it. As you disconnect the pipes, it also, like slightly gets up, looks at you, and you see its dark, void-like eyes, sort of gazing into your eyes, and you can almost feel it is trying to ascertain if you're a good person or not.
Hey,
And
it's okay.
you feel as if it's reading all of your thoughts.
I don't fight it.
Elvis.
I don't fight it at all. I just, hey, it's okay. We're here to help. We're here. We're friends. We're.
Looking at Elvis.
I can't hear you.
It's looking at Elvis.
What?
Oh, well, fuck. Okay. I thought I healed it, so it was looking at me.
Okay. Is Elvis done removing
You
the
are in your ritual.
mechanism?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's in a ritual.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Elvis done disconnecting the mechanism?
Yes.
Okay. If it's disconnected, she'll go back to the cat, and Elvis would maintain eye contact with the cat, trying to see what the cat is trying to do.
You can let me go if you want to. You hear in your head, but it's in your own voice.
Oh wow.
What do you say? What did you say? I couldn't hear you.
You can let me go if you want to.
It's in my own voice, huh?
Yes.
At this point, Elvis would look over at Eliana and says, I've had a lot of people in my head talking lately. Then she looks back at the cat. It seems you are intelligent enough to understand my thoughts and speak to me. Could you tell
And
me?
it seems you're intelligent enough to understand what's happening here, despite being a human.
Well, I'm not a human, technically.
I'm sorry, despite being a humanoid.
Yeah, okay.
I forgot.
It's okay. Elvis would then look over at the tubes and she asks the cat, do you want help with removing these from you?
I'm afraid they're stuck inside. They have barbs. I don't even know if I want to leave at this point. This town seems to depend upon me for their fortune.
Elvis would try to approach the cat a little bit, and she would say, "The town may depend upon you, but you don't owe the town anything of your own volition, and it seems that you have been hurt enough. You deserve to be free." Why the fuck did the music become so loud?
Huh? Loud?
Aha!
Wait,
Louder.
loud? I just reduced its volume. What do you mean?
Yeah.
So now I kept the volume at like 20%. Right
Is
now
it
the
okay now?
volume went. I reduced it. Yeah, it fucking jumped up to 50%.
Wait, it went down
How?
for me.
It went down
Okay.
for me as well.
I think when you reduced it, you reduced it to a point where it was still higher for me. So it that was a universal value. So it increased the volume for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Again.
Oh, this time it
Fucking
went up. I heard it go up.
Oh, this time it went up.
Very interesting. I'm sorry. I did it intentionally. I wanted to see what will happen. That is very interesting.
Universal
monster.
base volume.
Okay.
In the name of science. Okay.
Is
At this
my,
point, Elvis would again look over at the cat, and she was asked, "Do you? If you want, we can help you get out of here."
You could, but what about the people?
The people will manage. There seems to be a lot of thing going on over here. Right now, the concern of the people is not what should be on your mind. You should be more concerned about your own health.
am
Creature
I
of
done with my
will,
ritual by
if
now?
That makes yes.
Okay.
I'm a
Oh.
creature of will. If that makes sense to you, I exist till I have the will to. I could just let go if I didn't want to be here. I could have left anytime I wanted to.
Nana, your voice broke off for me.
Am I audible now?
Guzek is still
Yes.
fucking loud.
Bro, I'm just gonna fucking stop the music.
Yeah, just
I've
stop
reduced it
DM.
No.
Acha, okay. Again, moving on. What Elvis would say to that is, right, it seems that you have been troubled by whoever was pulling the strings in the shrine. And it seems to me that some sort of corruption has happened here that has led to them using you beyond what you would have allowed on your own violation.
I wouldn't have, but I did allow this. I could have
You-
left, honestly.
But you didn't because
I
you wanted to help the people.
yes, I'm a creature of will. I exist as long as I want to. I could have just not existed. It came down to it. But I don't know what will happen to these people, to
So,
their
do
lives if
you
I didn't
want
exist.
to die?
I don't want to die. I don't think these people want me to die either. Because then they would have nothing.
Wait, how can
You-
Sorren hear it?
I'm up now. I'm out of the thing now.
You wait, how did you hear him? Yeah. He wasn't speaking
Yeah,
to
you
you.
can't hear.
Oh, okay.
You only hear one-sided conversation from Elvis.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking telepathy, not cat voice. Okay.
That's what I was thinking suddenly when.
Yeah, I was also confused. Like, the fuck, double telepathy? Okay. Elvis would again try to approach the cat even more, and she would she would say again, like, you want to help the people, but some people are not good, and they have tried to take advantage of you, and it
You
seems
don't
that
know about this town, do you? It used to be a dust bowl. It used to have nothing. It was just a small town where you would pass through to go to where you actually wanted to go. People here lived miserable lives. And that's why I chose to come here. I chose to visit this town so I could change people's lives one at a time.
DM.
But people here had slightly different plans, as you can tell. Looks at you again. Looks at Sorren, and Sorren, now you hear its voice in your head, your own voice in your head going, "Thank you for trying. I don't think you need to do that."
DM,
Mm-hmm.
Elvis would like to recall the legend of this sort of cat that she is.
Make me a history check.
Okay. History. Where the fuck is history? Please don't be a bad roll.
Puss in
Fucking
Boots.
hell.
Okay.
It's fucking 10.
I mean, okay. As far as you can recall, this seems to be a creature from the light domain, and it seems to. Yeah, you can sure try to poke it.
Oh no. Dead,
Uh,
almost dying cat, and she wants to poke it.
it's not dying anymore, but yeah.
It's not dying
You
anymore.
recall the legends of such cats visiting different cities and different people and their immense, fortune beyond that. Because just stroking this cat once is supposed to bring you good luck for your entire lifetime. If you need
So
that.
Elvis would take out her amulet and she would keep it in front of the cat's eyesight, and she would say, I would like to believe that I've been sent here from my lord to help you. That's what I believe. And I think
Stop.
what they want.
Can you please ask her to not do that? Thank you. As Rihanna poked her.
Elvis looks at Ileana and says, right, stop with the poking, really. The poor cat is almost
The-
died today. I don't think it needs more poking
And
today.
Ileana glances at the cat, shrugs, sorry, and backs off.
Oh,
You choose as the patron of your lord. Should a city exist without fortune, because they will pay back for whatever they have taken from me as soon as I'm gone, be it today, be it tomorrow, be it after 100 years, or should I exist in this state forever? It's
I
your choice.
She's
You hear
talking
this
to-
too, sorry.
Okay,
I need to. Okay, here's the thing, right?
go on.
They don't need your blood. The way that they've been siphoning it to have good fortune. From what I remember, from what I have been told of lore and stories, just one pet is enough to give them good fortune for the rest of their lives.
That was Elvis, but okay.
That was Elvis.
Fair
You
enough.
don't know
but like
that.
okay, fair enough. So, isn't there another way for you to give them the good fortune without sacrificing yourself this way? Because shouldn't you want to help as many people as possible? In this way, you're only stuck to one town, only these people. And then when they die, it'll be their kids. And when they die, it'll be their
I
kids.
exist wherever I want to. It's not about that. It's about this town developing a dependency on me and the religion that they have formed around it. Their faith has sort of taken shape because of my existence.
You've only been here 6 months, right?
Yes.
So 6 months is not long enough for a religion to develop. Right? Even if they come to you and
The
they
religion didn't develop. The religion sort of like changed its. It's like watching a miracle happen, right? Like it doesn't matter if it's about the religion or not. You sort of like try to explain it through your religion.
I'm gonna use an example here. I don't know if it's gonna be stream friendly. So mute your stream if you can.
okay,
Wait. other.
I am too confused. Also, Discord is unmuted now.
Okay.
So, what? Okay.
What are you confused
Uh,
about? How can I
What are you
help?
confused with, really?
What are you
Elvis
sighing
would try to.
about? We just asked you what you're confused about.
Elvis would try to explain to you in character. Just ask.
No. I'm not confused about what is happening. I'm just confused about this cat choosing to die to help these people for what?
It's not choosing to die to help. It's okay. Listen, this cat is not like a carbonized being. It is a being of like it's a will. It willed itself into forming a like an image here, so that because it wanted this town to prosper.
Yeah, but
Okay.
not this way, right? Not hooked up to feeding tubes.
It's not
and
human. There's no human
it-
morality here.
It
It's not
doesn't.
human.
It doesn't matter what way. It wanted this town to prosper.
Yes, but
And this cat doesn't have any sense of like self, that it doesn't matter what happens as long as this town prospers. That's why from
See,
how long
that's not what like the whole thing is. The cat itself occurs to people when it wants to give people good luck. So it does have a will of its own.
That's what
But
it said
this
now.
town and these people decided that they could extract more out of it, figuratively and literally, if they drained it of blood and gave it to people to drink. And that is when and how it became sort of like a slave to them.
yeah, exactly.
For blood.
That's exactly what I understood. Yeah.
That's what happened. Yeah.
How you process the morality of it is down to you guys. It's not saying that I want to die. It's saying that I don't know how or if I
This
want
town
to
will
leave.
survive.
Yeah, because this town might have developed a dependency on sort of like a drug on its blood for luck and for their wealth, and might not be able to survive beyond a couple of weeks without it, is what I'm saying. And it's leaving that moral choice on you. Because
Okay,
it can just exist, it can just cease existing, it can just like blink out of existence if you think that this is okay for the town.
At this point, Elvis
Don't
would,
apply your own rationale or morals or ethics to this situation or dilemma, because that's not what it's about, though.
actually no. You need to apply morals.
That's literally
but
what D&D is about. But you can.
you need to
but
apply
not for
morals.
this. No, I'm saying don't put yourself
yeah,
personally
I
in
understand,
there
I
to the
understand.
situation where you're like, how is this possible? It's like it's
Ah,
happening
okay.
in the game. Don't put your own code of ethics or whatever here. That's not how it works.
That's why
Is what I mean.
Elvis would at that point looked at the cat in the eyes and says, when people take advantage of good things that were supposed to happen to them anyway and use it as a means of getting ahead of others, from my understanding, my lord doesn't like that. And from my understanding, if power that is owed but not they are not worthy of it, it will just bring harm in the long run. And in this case, the harm has been brought to you. You have suffered enough for these people that you say that you want to help. These people might even but at the end of the day, they might not be worthy of your help.
They might not be, but are you willing to take it upon your soul to decide that they aren't prosper, that they are again back to their old ways in which they have to beg Nasma scraps to live? Because it is your lord who is commanding this, and I respect them for that. That is where I shall go, if you think that this is what they want.
I believe my lord has a plan for this town. What that plan might
Yeah, I don't
be,
like that. I
know.
don't like that at all. I don't want benevolent forces who have plans for towns and shit. That's not okay. Okay, here's
Then you decide.
we are nobody to decide. We're not the be all end all supreme rulers of anything. We're
You
just
came
a bunch.
here as my saviors. Do you want to save me
We want to help
at
in
any
any way we
cost?
can.
That this is the cost that the town will suffer if you want to save me.
But will
I am
it,
asking
though?
for help. I am asking for your help, but I'm asking if you're willing to consider all the factors before helping me. Because
Is
I
there-
would leave.
Is there another way? Another way to help?
Not
There
that I
isn't.
know of.
No, as in
There isn't.
for you to help the
I mean, I
town
can
without
exist.
getting your blood siphoned off of you for the rest of your life. Because what
Not
happens
the
when you
whole
die?
town. That is not the kind of power that I have.
Because what happens when you die? Then the same thing, right? When you
Yes,
cease to exist,
of course.
they will
But
suffer
they have
anyway.
to pay. Yes.
So we're just prolonging their suffering by prolonging wars as well.
Yes. Essentially, you're prolonging their
Eventual
abundance.
suffering. Yeah.
Yes. What about you? You killed them for me, didn't you?
Oh, me? What?
Killed all
Cat
of
is
the
talking to
people
me?
above. Yes. You see its
Okay, cool.
void-like eyes staring into your soul. You killed all of them for me, didn't you? Not for me,
Yes.
perhaps, but for your sense of justice.
Yes.
What do you suppose I should do? Should I just leave them to die?
Yes. Yes. You make your own fortune. Be free. Live free. Die free.
That makes sense. You should perhaps choose your own fortune as well, and not listen to people whispering to you.
Oh,
Kill the cat.
snap. Oi, what the fuck?
No.
Lol.
That's out of character.
This motherfucker. The fuck is this kill the cat?
Hey, listen too much, okay?
You got
Just listen
clapped
to the
back.
dialogue, go free.
You got clapped back by a fucking cat. What the fuck do you want?
That's why that's why I said kill the cat.
Fucking salty bitch.
At this point, I suppose the answer is clear to me. You would rather save me than watch the town prosper. Or the other way around, human morality
wait.
and
I want to be very clear here. I want to be very, very clear here. I am not.
Sorren's never going to move from the spot.
I am not saying that the town is it deserves better or it deserves whatever or that the bottom line is like Andad said, right? They're dependent on you like a drug, which is a problem. Two, when you do cease to exist, which we don't know when it's going to be. It could be tomorrow. It could be a week from now. It could be two weeks from now.
It will be now. It will be now.
No, let me finish. If they keep siphoning this shit off of you, when you do cease to exist, they will suffer for whatever, based on whatever the magic is that works. So why would we prolong your suffering for something that is inevitable that's going to happen to them anyway? Instead, we find a way to work where they don't siphon your blood, and we find a different way to help them. Right? Obviously,
So
the
you
answer
want the
is
cat to sit on a throne where they go
Do you
and
have a
pet
different
it
way?
and it doesn't. Nice. Be free, kitty cat.
that
At this point, Elvis would look up, and look Sorren straight in the eyes and says, "Sometimes the moral dilemma can't be solved by wishful thinking.
but I still need to know why.
There's only one option here. There's only one right thing to do."
Oh, I agree. I definitely agree. No, I still have questions though. 6 months. You've been here 6 months.
Not all questions can be asked.
Shut up, Elvis. Not right now.
Yes.
So you've been here 6 months. We've had
Mhm.
issues in a different town for the last 6 months. What do you know about
Because I've
Phandalin?
been
What do you
here.
know about the Shadow War? What do you know about Glassdorf?
I know enough to know that I cannot tell you anything about that. I can tell you about Phandalin, though. It's a beautiful town, and I have been away from it for a long time now. I think it is getting somewhat better at expense of something else, I suppose. But that's still, we'll see. Anyway. But this question, this question if people living in happiness deserve to live for longer in happiness, even if they know that misery is right around the corner, or should they just face the misery and welcome their demise? This question
If the happiness is at the
is,
cost of anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
I think this question will probably be asked of you all often, and perhaps is the question that you're looking the answer for. And that is why this is sort of like practice, I suppose, by your lord. So I'll ask you again, decide what should become of this town.
Elvis looks at the cat straight in the eyes and says, "The town will look out after itself. You need to be free."
Looks at Sorren,
I agree.
looks at Ileana.
Have I been hearing this in my head, or how have they been talking?
Oh, yeah, you have been hearing it in your head.
You should have said this earlier, otherwise I would have responded.
I told, now all of you
Did
here.
you?
I did, that's why
Yeah,
that
I
also
think
started.
I missed that.
It's okay.
Yeah, anyways, I just stare back at the cat. Just nod.
Okay. And very gradually, it's sort of like in a mist or sort of like an illusion. The cat collapses into the table and just vanishes, and all that remains is a barbed tube which has some blood of the cat in it.
Did you say a cube?
Sorry?
Tube.
Tube,
Tube.
tube.
Tube. Okay. Well,
Well done.
uh,
Elvis, you hear in your head.
at this point, Elvis would stand up and she would head outside outside.
There's
Just
still a
proceed
lot
walk
of
up the
blood
stairs.
all on your shoes and all around you. There's now a couple of people coming in, trying to pick up whatever remains they can find of their loved ones. Most of them wailing, and some of them carrying some sort of body bags. Everyone just looking around, trying to make sense of whatever happened here.
Elvis would try to locate where they have taken the injured people and would like
Seems
to
to be
go
no
there to help
injured
around.
people
Oh,
anywhere.
no injured people. Okay.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Chop
Then-
chop, baby.
Yep. You saved one. That's literally the only survivor, the only one who has seen Indat's face.
I need to go kill him now.
Lol.
Okay, I wait for
It's a
everyone to
child.
leave. I wait for
Okay.
everyone to leave.
Acha,
And
I thought you said you wanted to leave.
No, I didn't leave with them.
Hmm.
Elvis was the only one who left, right? I
Yeah.
just stand there for a few seconds, look at the spot where the cat disappeared. And as I turn to leave, I spot the bottles of blood still collected. How many bottles do I see?
In a brief instance, you can count like at least 25.
Fuck.
Are you going to pocket the bottles?
I was gonna smash them.
Oh, looking closely at the bottle, you see the blood is sort of like curdling at this point.
Oh, okay. So it's going bad because the cat's gone.
Yep.
All right. Is there a sink nearby
I look
or
at
like
Sorren.
a drain?
Nope.
I
I
look at
smashed the
Sorren
bottles
and say,
anyway.
makes you angry, doesn't it?
It does. It pisses me off, but it still doesn't justify
No
murder
shit.
to that degree. And that was bad. It was really bad. Okay.
No, it wasn't. They deserved it.
They did, yes, but not like that. We don't just kill people just because they've done bad shit.
That's literally what we do.
No,
We just
not-
killed lots of people
That's
We
because
killed-
they did
Yeah,
bad
that's
things.
no, and that we killed Glastov because he was after us. It was do or die. This is a situation where
He did a bad thing,
yes, he did, but it was not.
and we killed him for it.
Yes, we did, but it's
Hold on, OC, this is very funny because in Discord, the icons of Sorren hating each other.
Fighting each other.
Well, yeah.
It's a fucking internal monologue at this point.
It's true.
no. But listen, here's the thing, right? Here's the bottom line with stuff like this. You don't do it on your fucking own. We do this shit together. We go out together. We
Fine.
fight shit
Next
together.
time I'm killing. Fine. Next time I'm doing mass murder, I'll call you for it, and then I walk away.
Okay. Oh my god. As he walks away,
Is
I
there a back exit?
take a couple of minutes to smash all the bottles,
You look around, you don't see it.
and
Okay.
I just leave.
Okay, if there's no back exit, then I'm going to go through the front door.
I've got my hood up, not paying attention to the crowd. I'm just walking by.
Before anyone, if anyone notices me, that'll be a problem, right? Unless only
There's
one
only
person
literally
saw.
one person who has seen it.
And he's in the hospital, right?
He's probably home, but yeah.
Cool. Okay, then no problem. I'll go back. I'll walk
Yeah,
out to the
just-
woods.
I mean, not that you know it, that there's only one survivor.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, for you,
Yeah.
everyone is dead.
Close enough. Chalega.
I'm just gonna head back to the inn then, I guess. Try to catch up to Elvis to talk to her if I can. Hey.
In the streets, you see a crowd accumulated around one person, and you recognize this woman from the festival earlier on yesterday. And she's trying to calm people down, and she's trying to tell everyone to go back to their home and make sure to hug their family, and trying to tell them that this too will pass.
Was this woman also
The priestess.
No, that I know, but she was giving out vials to people, right? Or to I think to
Giving out
Elvis cookies. Okay, and
Fucking vials.
Vials?
Miles in his head.
no wait,
Okay.
The cookies, yeah. No, this woman was.
this is from the goddess of Saloon, right? She's different from this
Yeah,
particular.
goddess of- yeah,
Okay,
different
cool.
religion.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to stand there for a couple of seconds, listen to her sermon before I begin to walk away.
She's not giving a sermon. She's telling you.
I mean,
what to
whatever
do.
she's saying, right? It'll be okay. Go, you'll be fine. Go home. That rousing inspiration speech, whatever.
So where am I, by the way?
You also hear her say that since you're waiting around, you also hear her say that that Saloon, goddess Saloon, has gifted this city prosperity and good luck and good fortune, and that is perhaps not going away anywhere, and they will recover from this because they are blessed.
So as Elvis hears that, Elvis clutches her amulet in her hand, and she would go back towards the tavern to wash herself. Probably go to a bathhouse if it's possible at this point.
It's 11, probably.
Yeah, I know, but still,
While
you can try.
So Sorren's gonna spot Elvis and run up to her. Look, we need to talk.
Can
I-
you talk while
You-
walking?
Yeah, of
'Cause
course.
we had a long day.
Yeah.
Nana was
It's
saying
this-
something.
I was saying, if you see any shops or even actually a tavern, you see the doors are closed and locked, and you probably have to knock and try to get in.
Yeah, meaning I was directly heading to the tavern, so if I get there, I'm gonna be knocking on the door.
The woman peeks outside, looks at you, opens the door very briefly, looks around back at you, and then lets you in.
I'll head to bed after taking a shower, of course.
Okay. Vix and the fuck.
Vix?
Vix.
Nix and Findris.
Nix. Wait. And Findris look at you. I don't know why I said Nix. Look at you and ask you, oh, okay. Then they realize it's you and you probably can't speak common and they just go back to sleep.
Fucking amazing.
Brilliant. Hey man, I can speak common, all right. I can converse with people.
Uh-huh.
Okay. One word. Weird.
Okay, what are you all doing?
I'm
Sorren was saying something.
talking to Elvis. All right, we look, of the 5 of us who started out, it's just you, me, and Dad left. Peleus is fuck knows where, and Cygnus is dead. And I'm worried about Endath. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with him, and I don't know how to.
Isn't Endad just like literally right next to you?
No, he walked off, right? He walked away from me.
Oh,
He walked
so-
away.
I walked away. I walked away to the inn to take a
Also,
bath.
I think Cygnus is telling something to Sorren as well.
Cygnus is what?
Cygnus?
Cygnus is saying something to Sorren.
Not dedicate your fucking ring.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Classy.
Go ahead.
I don't know what is going on with him, but this is bad. Okay, first the other people the group that he killed at the fucking fair, then the 2 researchers, and now this. It's escalating, and I don't want to get caught in the crossfire. I don't know what to do. There is something going on with him, and I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't know how to stop it, and I don't want to be the one to say this, but what if we have to put him down?
Elvis just sighs and says, if that time comes, follow my lead. That's all I'll say. Because what we see at this point, he is very uncertain and I can't trust him at this point.
Yeah, neither can I. I reach into my pocket and I grab one of the sending stones and I give it to her. Just in case.
Okay.
She takes the stones and keeps in her
Are
pocket.
you sure?
I have one, she has
You
one.
remember what has happened to every single person who has taken the stones before this, right?
I know.
It's literally a walking death flag.
It's a death flag.
I don't know
But
what
anyway,
to do.
Elvis would take the stone and keep it in a bag. Elvis is in a pocket.
Hey man, so it's a good thing. Like whoever you want. I mean, we should have given the stone to Glassstop then. I mean, he died anyways, but yeah.
Imagine.
He's like, man, you want to have daily conversations with me? Here's a sending stone.
Just go give it to fucking, and that is not end that. Fucking Glassstop is now form.
Oh yeah.
Sorren.
Yeah.
Are you listening?
I am.
Are you actually listening?
Are you
Yes.
though?
Okay. You have 30 words, Cygnus, to say to Sorren at this point, if you want to. You have been witnessing everything.
I have 30 words to say to
Yes.
Sorren.
Yes.
Fuck, that's 10
if you
already.
need to.
All right, I'll write down exactly 30 words and send it to you as well as Sorren.
You don't have to. It's a very brief window, so you can't really like think about it too much.
Think about
Go
it.
ahead.
Okay, fuck you. So
Fast event.
After experiencing all that things with the cat and with Endat, you hear from the ring, Cygnus speak up. I know the thing with the cat was rough. You did the right thing. Endat has changed, but I still think he wishes to protect all of you. So keep an
That's
eye out for the
actually-
shadows.
I think you cut off. So
Yeah,
after so-
that's more than 30 words. I know.
yeah, that is
So-
exactly 30 words.
Yep.
Ooh.
The
So I
look
word
at
is
the
gonna-
rings.
So gone.
I look at the ring. I look back at Elvis. Somebody's antsy, and I walk into the inn. I will keep that in mind, Cygnus.
Elvis still thinks Sorren is hearing voices in his head. Let's go.
Yeah. Elvis just shakes her head and goes to Ileana's and hers rooms and takes a shower and goes to bed.
Elvis, Sorren's on his way to becoming Randy Orton. That's what's happening.
Okay.
Because I hear voices in my head.
Okay,
No?
bro.
Ah, I get it.
Okay, bro.
Nice one.
All
Sorry.
right. You all go to sleep, sort of tired, sort of exhausted, and that you don't feel a thing. You feel rejuvenated. You feel the best you have been in a while.
Nice.
It seems sort of exhilarating what you did today, and you feel pretty good about it still. All of you,
Nice.
you have flashbacks of watching all the blood and the carnage back at the thing, except two people, obviously, who have been sleeping here.
Yeah, man, they
Yeah.
didn't get mental trauma.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
definitely.
slept through the night. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Morning comes, and you all wake up slowly, one after another, sort of sit at your bed for a brief while, contemplating, realizing whatever happened yesterday wasn't a dream. It actually did happen. At this point in that, you're coming down from the high a bit. You still feel pretty good physically, but mentally you feel slightly exhausted because of the toll it has taken on you. You all
Got it.
get up, look around you, and you see a lot less of the activities that you have seen all around you in the mornings. Previously, you see a lot of the people just looking around, looking for jobs, looking for work. People who have daily wages workers just standing around looking for any sort of thing that would pay them properly. You see filled carts trying to sell their goods but failing to. At this point, you hear the bell, which signifies that your breakfast is ready. You go downstairs, eat whatever you want to, eat whatever you can, drink up some milk and stuff. The day is yours. What do you like to do?
While
This was a long
Elvis-
rest for me as well.
A long rest for everyone.
Long rest. Let's go.
Listen,
Acha, okay.
I think we should all fuck off. Leave this town before.
I'm so sorry. I want to interject. This is almost like the perfect time for everyone to take like a 5 minutes break if you want
5-minute
to.
break. Let's go. Yes.
Ogres.
Nothing
Yeah,
sitting
if you
here.
want to go pee,
Sweet.
drink water, have some food, whatever.
Let's go.
Let's convene at
time.
9:55.
5 to 8, I guess.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, by the way, memory check. What the hell happened to Damodar?
He's
I actually
Nothing. He
forgot.
just sent
He
ahead.
left, right?
no, he's doing jobs. He's taking
Oh.
other people around.
We can
Man,
call him
I-
if need be.
We'll call him when we
No,
want to
that's
go.
I
again.
know. We can call him, but I was like, what happened to him?
No,
I haven't
he's not
seen him
here.
around. I
okay.
missed it.
He's
I
not
thought
here.
maybe he dead or something at the never mind.
Acha, in death,
Uh-huh.
does your character have any religious background?
Uh
I don't think so.
Not really. I'm more neutral. So there is a god that the family believes in, but it's not like it's not a how do you say full on religious thing. It's more like it's just there.
Belief,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Just
the belief is there, but it's not like it's not stringent or anything. It's just like it's been there for years or whatever. So that's all.
So what would your reaction be if Elvis asks you to follow her and tries to get you baptized?
It wouldn't be good, as in it would be neutral more like, because uh, essentially neutral, not really religious background. So
Wait, not baptized, like cleansed. A cleansing ritual, not baptism.
yeah, I would not want to believe in that, or at least like I don't think so.
I don't think
Character
so.
might not like. You can try. I mean, you can ask me.
Yeah, I will try.
Yeah,
That
but I
is-
don't
that
think
is-
Endath is going to follow in, because he's not religious. So it's mostly
Yeah.
just like he's going to dismiss it, especially after everything that happened. It's going to be like tension filled as well. No, it's not going to be like let's go. Before this, maybe he might be more receptive to it if it was before this incident, because Elvis, there's no tension there until then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
now this fucking murder spree, what the fuck?
Yep. Okay. Going on break. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Break time.
See you.
Also, I like how Cygnus still comes back time to time. Just make the point that Sorren is mentally ill, even more.
Yeah, bidding. To only Sorren can hear Cygnus, or to the rest of the body, it just hears that. It just seems like Sorren is like imagining voices in his head. Which, hey, can't say I blame him. Dude, but D&D is such a like a. Whenever I'm playing D&D, I have so many like moral questions and stuff. Because so I don't know if you know about Barovia, but it is like the place in Kazakh.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. So what happens there is if somebody dead, then they come back as a soul. I mean, their soul can't leave Barovia, so they're basically reborn as a child. So
Okay.
we were discussing like, is there any laws for it? Because let's say I'm father, my child dies. Right now, they also remain. They keep their face structure, and like if they have any scars or something, their birthmarks, everything. Right. So let's say my kid dies and is reborn. Right. Can I just go and claim the kid again because it was mine? Or no?
That is a dubious thing. Okay, that is interesting.
Yeah. That's what happened to my character.
I was
It
so
can
worried
also
this
be-
is going to be a TOS thing. I muted Discord on stream just to hear what you would say.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it wasn't.
Yeah. But
Also, it could also
it's a
be
good
led into
question.
that. It could also be led into that domain, like if like a criminal on death row
Mhm.
dies,
Uh-huh. Mhm.
will he be punished again when he is reborn?
I doubt
Really,
it. I think that's
No,
the
probably not.
yeah
Because you do lose your memories. That's the thing. You do not.
Oh, you lose your memories.
Yeah, no memories, but you
So
still keep like this.
you just look you just look the same.
You look the
That's
same
it.
and your soul is the same. So the question is, are you the same person if you don't have your memories, but your soul is the same?
Hmm. Hmm.
Is a person his memories or the soul matters?
calm down their vision.
So this is what we were discussing yesterday because that's what happened to my
Interesting.
character.
Yeah,
What
but
happened
the
to your
question is
character?
more akin
Mhm.
to kind of like not in this classic sense of deserve, but do all people deserve to live? Is the question here. As in,
Mhm.
everyone, resources are limited, obviously, right? Like,
Limited,
would
yeah.
you
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
everyone suffer for as long
Mhm.
as they live, or would you rather
Mhm.
a group of people die and the other group survive and flourish?
This is related to what just happened right now, right?
It's
This
the
is
trolley
related to what
dilemma.
just happened right now, and is also the wider theme.
It is basically the trolley
Um,
dilemma.
Yep.
Yep.
The trolley.
That's essentially the whole campaign. You have been making the same
Yeah.
choice over and over again.
Lol.
Multiple times you have chosen differently. For example, you chose to murder the goblins
Hello, I returned.
and for profit.
Welcome back, Sorren.
Hi. I mean, you essentially
Yeah, but
went into their
D&D
house.
technically, if you technically look at D&D, it's like a really, really moral
Yeah.
things come up into it, and it just makes you think quite a lot. And this has happened in a lot of campaigns.
Yeah, because you essentially entered the goblins' den, killed them all
Yep.
for some goods. Like things which were replaceable, things which you could have literally
Yep.
just bought.
And from their point of view, they were just trying to survive.
Yeah. And they are trying to fight
Survive
back
these
against that.
nuts.
All right, dude.
I love how it just makes everybody shut up just immediately.
Yeah, but because we are discussing morality here, he just drops at these nuts. So brilliant.
If I don't do it, then who will?
Hello?
Dard.
Hello?
Yeah.
Pain.
Pain,
You just say fucking hell.
suffering.
Dear God.
What? What do you want?
Nothing. Nothing.
नहीं बोल
Okay?
बोल अब बोल ना.
Nothing. चुप कर तू.
बोल.
Keep quiet. That is best for everyone.
No, what is best for
Gone.
everyone is Endath gone now.
No, Indath is
ऐसे
going to
बोल
kill
दिया.
everyone. Murder.
He's going.
And murder
He's
you
going
in
down
sleep.
his Bendath part. I'm telling you.
Bendath?
Yeah,
Fuck
bad
you.
Endath, right?
Fuck
Bendath?
you. No, that's not gonna be my. That's not gonna be my Sith Lord
Ah.
It
name.
is now.
Screw
Too
you.
late.
No, it's not.
It
No,
is.
It is out.
it's no.
And Andy Bendy is his name now.
DM,
Yes.
DM, I DM'd you something. Let me know.
Okay, 1 minute.
Oh.
Okay. No. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Okay,
Elvis, welcome back.
cool.
Fucking Discord is having problems.
Yeah, having problems today. Yes.
When is
related.
Discord not having problems? Huh?
Shut up.
For me, it is
We
not.
should not use Discord, honestly.
I know,
What
right?
do you
Totally.
suggest we use,
Nuke
DM?
it.
Google Meet
Microsoft
is
Teams.
good, I think. We can also have.
Yeah, Google Meet is really good.
Or Jitsi.
The hell's that?
Ha, you'll make the
An
CSS
open
for
source
Jitsi, na?
alternative.
RP?
No, you can make it, bro. There are free CSS courses
Low.
online. Okay, go study. कुछ काम कर.
Ghost.
We've already lost one person to Kamkar. I don't think we need to lose another one.
Lose everyone, okay? Anyhow, we're doing mass murder, so let's go.
Nano, can we continue?
Okay.
Right.
Yes,
Let's continue.
we are
Let's
back.
continue, DM.
Okay. So, back exactly at 8, but in the world, it's 8 a.m. right now.
Let's
What are you guys
go.
doing?
As we are having breakfast, Elvis would strike up a conversation with Mdat, and she would say, right, while looking at everyone else, yesterday was a lot. specifically with you. I don't know what is happening with you. And I don't know if it is good or not. You seem to believe that what you're doing is correct. You seem to believe that it is righteous. I want to question you on your thinking, but I would ask you as much as to accompany me today so we can find some answers as to what is really happening with you.
Where are we going? You clearly have a plan in mind, and you clearly don't trust me anymore. None of you do. What's your plan?
Elvis, is there a map in the tavern?
The
We have a
tab
map, remember?
inside of the tab. You do have a map of the city.
Right. Okay. Elvis just points at the map to the 6 windows in, and she says, "There lies a shrine. The shrine is Selyun, to be exact. I went there yesterday, and Selyun asked me to go to where you were, and I was also received the message that what you did was correct. It was right. So whatever you did, it was what my lord wanted. So I want to know what it is that how my lord is connected to you or this entire situation."
Okay, I'll accompany you, but don't expect me to do anything over there.
I just need you to be there so that I can use you as a channel to get answers. If that's
That
what.
sounds weird, but okay.
She looks over at Sorren and Ileana and asks them if they want to join as well.
Liana looks at you. He's gonna finish having breakfast and stand up and nod. Um, sure.
Okay. I need to do a really quick thing first before. How about I meet you at the inn?
Okay. What time is it right now? 8 a.m. No?
8
8 a.m.,
a.m.
8 a.m. Right. I tell us
Yes.
meet us at the inn at 9 a.m.
Yeah, should be enough time. Also,
And then we
I think
Go
as
on.
soon as we're done with whatever you need to do, we should fuck off. I don't think it's a good idea to stay here because people have seen faces. I don't know what the situation is, but I don't want to get caught in another manhunt.
Okay.
So, and that
Elvis just
you have Damodar's card.
Elvis just shrugs. And
Yeah.
Yeah? What?
Do you still have Damodar's card?
Yeah?
Okay.
Yes.
Keep it handy in case we need to make a quick getaway.
Sure.
Alright.
Okay. Where are you guys going?
6 windows.
Yeah.
Okay.
But first, let's do Sorren's thing because he has stuff to do.
Okay.
Then we'll meet all
I'm gonna
together.
rush straight to the Adventurers Guild. Wherever that, and look for that dude that we met the other day.
The dude is there, but he's behind like a sort of like a window at this point. He was sitting
Okay.
outside the last time you saw him with his little gaddi of sorts and the little stool table.
Hmm.
But now he's inside and the door is locked and
Okay.
he's behind iron bars.
Okay. Hey, I remember me.
Yeah.
From the other day. The dude from the thing.
Uh-huh.
I need
What do you want?
I need some information regarding assassinations. Assassins, more like. I need
How
to
many
know.
do you want to hire?
No, I don't want to hire anyone. I need to know two things. One, where do you think where could I buy a dagger with the soul thing? What was that called? I forgot what it was called. This is
It's a
me
soul
asking
needle.
DM. A soul needle, yes. Where could one buy a soul needle?
So you're asking me? I thought you were asking.
So that's the first
We
question.
don't
Where would
talk about that openly. Come on. He opens the door slightly for you.
all right? I walk in.
That's a level 5 thing. You don't get
Okay.
access to that.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy one. I need to know where someone who would plan to assassinate someone would buy something like that.
Well, they can ask me.
I'm asking as many people as I can, and the Adventurers Guild is somewhere I can ask questions without raising too much
Spread
suspicion.
The message about the soul need. What are you doing?
No, I haven't asked anyone. You're the first person I'm talking to. One of our party members was killed by a soul needle. I need to know where to purchase it from so
By
I
a
can
guild
find
member?
who killed him.
If
Answer his question.
What was the question? I didn't hear it.
Huh?
He asked by a guild member.
Oh, I don't know.
where was the murder?
Phandalin.
Stay here, and he goes back. And
Sorren
hear
is
a
just pacing
sound
back and
come
forth.
from-
Yeah.
Hear a sound come from the background. How long ago was this?
Few days.
Phandalin, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep, that is a guild member. I can't give you the details. Someone must have hired the person. Sorry.
Can you give me details on who hired them?
Take a guess.
The Hiles.
No. I mean, take a guess if I can give you the detail. Obviously not.
Oh, fuck you, of course. Okay. If I wanted to get information on who hired this person or who was given the commission, where would I go?
Was this person a guild member?
The person who was killed?
The
Yes.
person murdered.
Yes.
For sure a guild member. Was he the person that you were missing?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? I can make an exception. But you didn't hear it from me.
Okay.
He was murdered by the academy.
The academy.
Yes.
Okay, and who? Can you give me names on who it was? Who carried the
No,
mission
it
out?
was just someone from the Waterdeep Academy.
No, but that was who hired, right? Who gave the commission? Who accepted the commission?
Oh, who accepted? Oh, of course, I can give you the name. Yeah, give me one moment. I can give you his address if you want. You could have just asked for me.
That's what I was asking for.
Oh, I thought you were asking for the person who paid. We can't give
I
that
wanted both,
information
but
out.
first I wanted
Okay.
who accepted it.
Well, okay. So let me find out. Yeah, here it is. Nope, not the wrong one. Yeah, this is someone. Zara Shadowblade. She operates out of Winterfell, Waterdeep, I'm sorry. Winterfell.
And this is
And,
the person who was hired to kill Cygnus Nevaris, right?
yeah, she is a level 4.
She's a level 4. Okay. And I'm assuming she's a rogue assassin?
That's interesting. Yeah, she should not have access to a soul needle.
No shit.
Yep, she's rogue. I'm gonna mark it as such. That's 100 gold pieces on her head and 500 for life capture. Okay, done.
I would like that commission. And-
There's no commission. It's an open bounty. Whoever brings her head gets 100 gold pieces, or if you bring her alive, it's 500 gold pieces.
What if I were to pay you to remove the bounty from the official channels so nobody else can see it?
I'll save you the trouble because you're new. Don't ever utter those words ever again.
Look, she's a member
you
of the academy, right? So
Value
she will
your
know there's a bounty on her.
existence.
I'm trying to avoid
No.
her finding out. I don't care about
she
anyone.
won't, because she'll be struck off from the list and she won't learn of the bounty anymore because she's immediately out of the guild.
Okay. And where was she last seen? I'm assuming after Phandalin. Where?
Let me check. She was last spotted near. Wait, give me one moment. Fucking names. Give me one moment. I need to actually see where it was. I forgot. There's just
So
too
the
much.
Academy
too many
Awards hired her. It's the Oscars, basically.
Yep, it's an
Fuck
Oscar.
him.
Oh
Yeah,
my god,
Singer's
this
got
piece of
a
shit.
fucking Singer's got a lifetime achievement award. That's why his
Oh
life
my
is so.
god.
Oh, makes sense. That's why the Academy sent it. The
Yes.
prize. Nice.
Okay, so she was last in a Secomber. Yes.
Okay, where is that?
Oh, take out your map.
Fine, fine.
You remember it to be sort of like. Which location do you know? How do I make the connection?
I only know Neverwinter. This
Just
place.
repeat the name of the location that the clerk said.
Second
What was it?
Secomber. Secomber is somewhere. What's his name? Finrus has operated out of, and it's near High Forest, but like sort of like halfway between where you are and High Forest.
Poggers, okay.
Poggers.
Oh no.
But you're on the different path. You're all sort of like near Tribo Trail, I think.
Mhm.
So it's on a
Tribal,
different
yes.
path.
Different path, yes.
Okay,
So she probably went south.
okay.
Tecumber is
Alright.
close to Waterdeep, Daggerford, Misty
You
Forest.
literally have a map.
I know,
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
what I'm checking.
Uh,
It's near my house.
Yes, it's near Loudwater.
Oh, that was the walking.
Ah.
Well, this one she never stays at the same place for too long. So, well, if you
is there any
go
other
there, she
information you
might
can
be
give
all
me?
very long on. Let me check her file. She is from.
Do you have a description,
mind.
an image, something?
Sure. This person describes her image to you.
Okay. And what can you tell me about the academy?
They usually send out work for us, quote unquote, when they need certain artifacts, like from people who would rather not give it to them.
Okay. And they do research with artifacts. That's what I know.
Yes.
Okay. Needless to say, if anybody asks, you have no idea. You don't know anything about this. Correct?
If somehow the Alliance finds out about this, I will give them your name and I'll give them everything that I have told you is valued in our organization.
Fair enough. Thank you for your help. And I stretch out my hand. And I'm sorry about yesterday.
Wow, the DM just went deaf.
Oh no, I deafened accidentally.
Wow.
Silence from
How
the academy.
much? How much did I hear? How much did you guys hear?
Just Sorren, nothing.
I said, I literally just said,
Sorry, we didn't hear anything.
Thank you for
The
yesterday,
last
is what he said. Sorry
last
for
thing
yesterday,
you-
yeah.
Oh, me?
Okay.
Wait, I said, I stretch out my hand and I say, I'm sorry about the other day and thank you for all your help.
Okay. All right. What do you want to do now?
So, do they take my hand or no? Like a handshake?
They sort of like apprehensively look at you, then take your hand.
Right. I will. Hopefully, this will not blow back on you. I hope not. But if it does, I apologize.
Well, if it does, I'll make sure to send it your way.
That works. How about maybe a little warning when you do? We're friends now, right?
He
No.
looks at you, sort of like
Really pushing.
furrows his brow and makes like a weird face. Are we?
I mean,
All right.
so is that a
Alright.
yes on the warning?
Sure.
All right, perfect. I will see you around. Thank you for everything. And I leave. I
Yeah.
leg it straight to the inn.
Oh, before you leave.
Oh.
My little sources tell me that you were there last night at the massacre.
Well, we got
Any
there after.
information
but-
that you would like to share?
Long story short, since you value honesty so much, what do you know about magical cats?
I am aware of the lucky cat in the basement of the
Yeah.
Hall of Good Fortune, if that's what you're asking.
Well, it's not there anymore.
Nothing that. Oh, that's a shame for the town, I suppose. That
Yeah,
didn't ever
it
sit
was-
with me well, but.
Same. By the time I
Okay,
got
so
there,
are you saying the cat did it?
the massacre was already over. We went down to the basement to investigate,
Okay.
and we saw the cat, and we set it free.
And you. Oh, okay. At least you didn't kill it.
Of course not.
Would you? That's not my concern. The Alliance doesn't have any information about the cat, and that's for the best. Would you happen to know anything about the assailant, the person who committed the murders?
Everybody
The
said
long
that
silence makes me
they-
think that you probably do.
everybody said they saw a shadowy figure. That's all that we were told.
Roll for deception.
No, but I'm not lying. It is a shadowy figure.
You said that's all that we know.
know.
That
No,
you know,
I said
what
as-
Sorren said in the last round. Hold on, Sorren said that's all that we know.
That's all
That
we
was
were
your
told.
last round.
That's all that we were told.
We've been told, yeah,
You
but he
didn't say
asked you,
that.
what do you know?
You were also told that's N that's standing over there. Ileana told you that.
Oh, fuck you. Yes, you're right.
Go ahead, put me under the bus.
That's a 15.
Okay, give me 1 minute.
You could have just stayed silent and just walked off.
He looks at you,
Very
gives you
nice.
like a slight smile. Okay, understood. Make sure
It
that
worked.
doesn't happen often.
Oh, it didn't work.
I
How bad did he roll?
got a 15, so
Not you.
Yeah, the other
It
person
worked.
counter rolls. No?
yeah.
That's what I'm asking. How bad did he roll?
Hey, it's fine. It's fine. We don't need to
No,
know.
no, he didn't do very, very bad. Don't worry. That's a
Anyway,
margin of.
I smile, nod, and then I leave.
Okay. Sorren, I also need you to roll a d100.
Of course.
Yay!
Whether? No, DM, please don't.
Three.
No.
Come on, 3.
Oh,
Damn it.
come on. So close.
He was close to 69 and
That's-
he couldn't even get that. No.
Oh,
Why?
no. Give me 1 minute. Let me see. Okay.
Please tell me it's a snowstorm. I want to
It's
No,
the
snow.
middle of
it's
summer,
clear
my dude.
skies. It's pretty clear skies at this point.
Fucking snowstorm in the middle of fucking May, June. What the fuck?
Well, technically it's October.
Bro, there are freak storms
not October.
that happen.
In this world, it is October. The solstice
mean
happened in
it's
October, November. Remember? And it's only been it's been a month since the solstice. Yes.
All right. Chalo. What are
Chalo,
you guys
let's
doing?
continue.
Yeah, I run.
We
to
are
the
going to
inn.
the.
Okay. Going back to the inn, you went
No, not back to the inn.
Not
The inn that they went to, the six
six
whatever
windows
it is.
in.
6 windows.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
You reach there, you encounter the familiar environment of, like little idols, little effigies, small statues. Nothing very posh, but all seems to be pretty well kept and with a lot of devotion in the air.
Everyone
What do you
is
want to
there. Everyone is
Yeah,
there
yeah.
now. Okay,
There's people there.
Elvis. I mean, everyone from our party who are play here.
Oh,
at this
is the party coming there? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
Yeah,
I'm
and-
still making my way to them as fast
Yeah,
as I
yeah.
can.
Let's assume that you're there.
If
Okay.
we at 9 a.m. we were told to be everyone here.
So I get to the spot
If you're
exactly
not
9 a.m.
smacking.
Elvis, I have news. I've been running for the last 10 minutes. There is, and I stopped to
Elvis
take
just
my
says,
breath.
catch your breath first.
Oh,
I-
here you
I-
guys are. Take this. And you notice the priest lady from earlier on hands Sorren a small candy.
Oh, come on.
I look at over what's in this.
It's a Elvis just looks at
She
Sorren and says, it's a candy.
leans into you. And like at this point, you realize that she's super fucking tall. Lots of laugh. And then she laughs and walks away.
Fuck me, that was so hard. That was so hard.
Yeah. She's a priest.
Definitely
I watch her walk away and I pop the candy in my mouth while still staring at her walking away.
That immediately brings your stamina up and you are no longer out of breath.
Oh, thank fuck.
God
Oh.
damn.
Okay, so here's the thing, really quick, and I in the softest whisper as I can, I tell them everything. Cygnus was killed by fucking Waterdeep. They hired an assassin who's been excommunicated from the guild, and she was last seen in Sycamore, and holy shit.
Fenris would like to roll an insight check on this one.
I mean, Ileana doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
Ileana doesn't know what Waterdeep is.
Dude, I worked in the academy, all right? So I would like to roll an insight check on this.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
that's cool.
So very clearly, I
Yeah.
was like, the academy hired the assassin to kill Cygnus.
How much did you roll?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Insight. There we go.
Okay. The question that pops up in your head is how does Sorren know? And did he thoroughly vet the person telling him?
Nope.
Oh fuck, I didn't.
Uh-huh.
Inside checks. Oh no. Oh no.
It's so fucked.
Oh no. Oh
Nice.
fuck.
So beautiful. I love it.
Uh,
I got so engrossed in the lore
Right,
that I
let's-
forgot to do an inside check.
Let's
Oh no.
give him the benefit of the doubt. That's a official worker. I don't think.
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
very
we are
clearly
hopeful.
that they value
Official
truth and
quote
honesty
unquote.
and all that shit,
Are
right?
you telling the party that that guy told you?
no,
If they
this
ask,
was OC.
then yes. But if they don't ask, I won't.
This is OC.
asked.
Okay. It was a friend. You know, the friend that we the only friend that we have in town.
Whose sickness?
He's a
Nick asked you.
Cygnus was one of our friends. He was killed earlier this week by an
Oh,
assassin.
lovely.
Lovely. Fucking hell.
He seems. Sorry, they seem distracted.
Sorren is indifferent to next today, and he just turns to Elvis and okay, so we go to the High Forest. We tell them about this. If we tell them about this, it's going to cause it's going to cause a world war. If they find out that Waterdeep, the Academy hired an assassin to kill one of their own, what do we do?
We go tell them.
There's
One of their own.
yeah, Cygnus was from the High Forest.
Yeah, but he's not one of their own that way. I thought he meant. Yeah, I think you were saying the Cygnus was related to the academy. Okay.
No.
I look at Sorren and I say, right. That is one thing that we need to do. We'll think about that when we reach there.
Leaking audio.
Yeah, I muted him.
Cygnus.
Okay.
For now, let's go in and do the thing we were here to do in the first place. We'll get to that stone when we get there.
Okay. All right.
Okay, as we move forward inside, Elvis would take off her amulet, and Elvis looks at Endat and says, "While we're in here, I would like you to hold on to this. Hopefully, this anchors you down in any form of way to make it so that you don't start having any further shadowy thoughts."
What is this supposed to do? What am
Are
I
you holding
on
it?
to? Not yet.
Not yet. Elvis just says, "This was an amulet that was given to me by my mother when I was scared and I was confused. And it has helped me along my journey. I would like it to help you find answers that you don't know.
I
For as long as we are in this room right now. For what that matters."
no, I don't feel comfortable holding that. And it is something that your mother gave you. I don't want to hold on to that.
And that's a religious thing. We should respect someone's religious stuff when we're in a religious place.
Are you saying this in
Then,
character?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
then maybe I should step out if that's causing so much problems.
Elvis was just look over
Because
at
I'm not religious. That's why.
Elvis would just look over at Sorren and said, let it be for now.
Oh, see, by the way, and
Yeah.
you're not
Huh?
religious, and that's why you have a god possessed.
The most ironic things happen, I tell you.
Elvis would
Fine.
just tell everyone, let's just go over, get this done with. If you don't want to hold it, it's okay. You don't have to.
You want to
Like
hold
I
something
said,
else
you
and
don't
that?
need to.
Fuck off. Fuck off. I stab him.
Roll to hit.
I need you to roll a d100.
Me?
Who, me?
No, and that.
Oh no.
My god.
Decent, actually. You feel the sudden anger towards that decent joke towards Sorren, but you manage to hold yourself in your form and not slit his throat.
Oh no.
Oh my god, bro!
You try to imagine yourself doing it, but it
Holy shit.
just sort of like holds back.
Holy shit.
Oh no! Oh,
Oh,
this is so,
holy
so
shit.
sad it would have been. Imagine if I rolled a 3 like Sorren gone case. Oh shit. This is awesome. Okay, continue.
Okay, Elvis again looks to it and that and says, even if I don't personally agree with your actions from yesterday, my lord says that what you did, the people you did it to, they had it coming and they deserved it. So let's just see what they have planned in for us going in the future. Saying that, Elvis would just kneel down in front of the surroundings and he would just pray to find any sort of answers.
Okay.
While this-
And that's
well-
confused. So even he kneels down and copies because doesn't know what to do.
You you try to kneel down. Your body almost physically resists kneeling down in front of Saloon.
Holy shit.
After a brief struggle, you manage to, but you're still feeling slightly anxious because of it.
Interesting.
Do I notice this?
Sure, if you are looking at it.
I put a hand on his shoulder and let go pretty quick. It's just a reassuring thing before I take a step back and I I start to pace back and forth. Like, if Elvis is standing right in front of me, I'm pacing back and forth to the left and right, but behind her.
Elvis is kneeling down. in
Yeah, I
front
mean,
of
exactly. So if you're kneeling, let's say you're kneeling here, right? At 5, I'm pacing from 4 to 3. Like that, basically. Pacing back and forth that way.
you. Okay.
And that's you here in your head. I didn't know that you're fond of my sister.
This is getting wild.
Get up, you vermin.
Resist.
And you
as
again
much as
feel
I can.
the. Okay.
Shah doesn't like
Oh
this.
no.
Shah doesn't like it at all. What are you doing? Alright, what do you want to do?
As I said, Elvis is
try
just
and resist.
Okay.
he's resisting. He's just sitting there resisting.
Your body belongs to me now. It doesn't matter what you do.
Fuck, that's so hard.
I know they have briefly gained
Fucking-
control of it. They can't hold on for it. You can't hold on to it for long, can you? And I know the urges that you feel. I can see them. I can taste them. I know that you want to give in. I know that you want to leave this world in a burning hell. And I'm here for it. And I'll let you do it. And I'll enable you to do it. Just give up. Just give up control.
My God.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Come on, don't screw me. Normal, right?
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
It's a
Your
Okay.
body starts to rise up.
Okay. I
This is
get.
petty.
Wait, let DM say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let DM
Done,
continue.
done. I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. I have. You know what?
Okay, before anything, Elvis would can we see if Elvis gets any answer back at all? But she's speaking in
What are the
Celestial.
questions are you asking?
Yeah, Elvis asks in Celestial to Celil, what are your plans with my first question, what are your plans with and that? What if what the visions that she received, if she was able to fulfill the desires of the Lord in the last night's case? And thirdly, what will happen to the party now? If in the further
You ask
going.
Saloon, and you hear back no answers. But you hear your lord say, "You did well. Now we just wait and see and watch as the sisters fight."
Fuck. Fuck.
So
Okay.
good. Beautiful.
And that you're
Oh,
pretty
this is
much
great.
all up now, and you feel the urge to leave this place.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay,
cast Charm Person on him.
What?
What?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna
What?
wait. I'm gonna cast Suggestion on him. Actually, not Charm Person. I'm gonna just
On whom?
on Endath.
And
Endath, I suggest you sit down and just let Elvis do what she needs to do.
Bro, that he's literally trying to.
Yeah, so I'm trying to use my spell as a way to give him more power to resist
Okay.
whatever is happening to him, basically. yeah.
And that you feel the suggestion from Sorren come to you in your mind in sort of like the motion to sit back down.
Yeah, this is not
So
like a
scary?
forceful thing. It's more like, this is like, I know it's cast as a suggestion, but I'm trying to cast it as a way to like, here's some help if you need it. Kind of.
It's sort of like acts like a willpower thing. Okay,
Yeah,
make
basically.
a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Let's go. Once more.
wisdom
Okay.
save. Wisdom save. Wisdom
Let's
save.
go. Let's go.
Fuck.
He fucking saves
Oh
it.
my God. Not
Alright.
bad.
You managed
You were
to.
supposed to fail it, you dumbass.
Shh. No. That is not for your thing.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
being
okay.
helped.
My guy.
It doesn't have to roll a saving throw for your thing. No, he's literally trying to do the same thing.
Okay. Fair
He's-
enough.
It's not like like being asked to clean your room as if someone tells you so you won't do it.
Fair enough.
You manage to fight off the influence of Shah, who just sort of grunts and leaves your head, so to speak, and it gets slightly clearer, and you kneel back down.
And under my breath, I just whisper, haha, fuck you. Not
Who are you
on
saying
that.
the fuck you to?
Do
I don't know. Whoever is
Do I
controlling.
hear it?
I don't know.
Yeah, fuck you because he's literally behind you.
Yeah, but I want to make it very clear. I'm not saying it to you, and that he knows that. So
How
Does he know that? Does he know that?
yeah, of course. Okay, you know what? Never mind.
What do you mean, of course?
I mean,
What do you mean?
I
You
don't
say
know.
fuck you
It's
behind the person.
spells. Oh, wait. It's like he puts a spell on me and then says, "Ha, fuck you." You
Oh, no.
expect me to-
No, not like that. I mean, you know me well enough
You
to
can't
know.
say not like that.
No, but you know me well enough at
You
this
can't
point
say that on
to
his
know
behalf.
when I'm
You
saying
can't
fuck you
say
to
that on
you
his behalf.
and fuck you to someone else.
You are
should know
saying
this
this
by
on
now.
his behalf.
Array, but who are you saying fuck you to? Because you don't know the shard is in his
Yeah.
head, do you?
No, I'm just saying fuck you to whoever
To who?
was,
To
was trying to
who?
stop and that, basically.
How do you
You don't know
someone
that.
is trying to?
You don't know.
Fuck me. Okay, so fine. I change it to fuck yes. How about that? Okay.
Sure.
I
Okay. Just for clarification, for you it looked like he was getting up on his own accord. It didn't look forceful.
did it. No, I asked.
Yes.
I asked Nano, right?
You did see the resistance before.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
exactly.
I did
was.
notice that. Yeah.
I
The
wasn't going
resistance
to
of when
force
he
him
was
to.
sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him trying to resist it
resistance
when he was trying to get up.
Yep.
So I tried to help him.
You did see it.
But
Alright,
still,
let's
I mean,
continue. This is
that part was hilarious.
This is
Okay,
idiot.
I just stare at him. I'm like, what?
You're okay. It's fine.
I-
Breathe.
I-
Just breathe.
Okay, let's continue. Fucking hell.
What do you do?
Elvis- Elvis just
Continue.
doesn't listen to any of the thing going on at this point. She's in meditation and then she just stands up and sighs, looks at that and says, well, looks like the sisters are not of any help, but my lord does seem to have some plans. I think we should leave this place for now. We should continue on our journey. Thank you for accompanying me
Okay.
in this place.
wow.
Just
That
Liana,
was-
you notice a small cat who looks at you, so freaks out and runs away.
No, I want the cat.
It looks almost exactly like the one that you saw near the waterfall.
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh.
The baby.
She's gonna fucking run after the cat.
Yeah, I am going after the cat.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Wait, hold up. I can't see shit because there's a power outage. So
Oh no!
but
Perception.
perception. Yeah.
I'll
Do I get a
tell you
disadvantage
your-
for IRL darkness? 17. Yeah.
17. You see it running off in the distance. If you want to follow it, it's gonna be a while, I guess, before you catch up to it.
Yeah, no,
So,
I
like,
look at
in
the cat and sort of
east-west
just,
direction. Here.
I look at the cat and I say in common, wait.
You stay in common.
Yeah. I know a few words, man.
I've been teaching her.
Okay, are you running after the cat now?
Okay.
No, I do not chase the cat. I let the cat
okay.
walk away and I
Okay. It
just
just
wait
runs
until
away.
the shrine.
Oh, I see the kitty.
Okay, do
Oh,
we
no.
fuck off now?
It's gone.
I think that's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Elvis said.
As I'm walking out, I turn around to look at the shrine, walking backwards, and I do like a fake bow, like the performer's bow before I walk out.
I so want him to get smited someday.
I want Yeah, that would be good. DM, why is the game still paused? We have been playing for like a while.
It's not
It's
paused
not
for
paused.
us.
Paused.
Now it was paused for a
It-
second.
No, she just
No,
checked.
I
it
just
was not-
paused just to check. Yeah.
No, for on my
trying-
end, it was like perma paused ever since the
Yeah, I
session
think it's
started.
on your side. It's having.
Okay, dude. Okay. Of course. Yes. Yeah. So let's
Alright.
continue.
Okay.
I
So,
turn to Nyx
you
now.
guys are asking Damodar?
First, I'm gonna talk to
Yeah.
Nyx. So we're on our way to the High Forest for an errand. Would you?
Mm-hmm.
You basically joined our troop, per se. Do you want to come with us?
I'm gonna stay here in misfortune and amongst a mass murderer.
Okay,
Obviously,
then.
I'm gonna come
sure,
along.
sure.
What do
Yeah.
you mean?
I just wanted to make sure, like I didn't want to assume you were coming with us just because we're
Okay.
going somewhere. You know, there's
I like that's true to the character.
anyway.
Okay, who had the card?
Andy,
Damodar.
I have the
card.
Andy.
Damodar's card is with
Okay, ND.
Andy.
that
Call
name's gonna
upon-
stick.
Andy is okay.
Andy, Bendy.
Andy's fine.
Are we getting
Damodar's
the
here.
card?
Okay.
Hey, Damodar.
Wow.
Hey,
That was
Damodar's
quick.
here.
What?
Yeah, Damodar almost immediately appears out of the corner, looks at you all, gives a wide toothy grin and a wave. Oh, you all!
How's it going?
He seems to have a black eye.
Oh fuck!
He's
What
the
happened this
black
time?
eye again.
Again?
Oh, it's just bandits.
Do you need help? Like,
Ah.
can we go fight
No,
them off,
no.
kill them, or
No, I escaped.
Yeah,
It's all
but-
good.
it's not about escaping, right? It's about teaching them a lesson so they don't do it again.
That's not what I do. I run.
So, do you need us to
I
help
run
you? Is
fast.
what I'm saying.
Oh, no, not at all. All good.
We can
Where
smite
do you
some
wanna go?
asses and
Kill.
towards the High
kill
Forest.
people, you say? Okay.
And that's there's a difference.
Sure.
Listen, you wanna kill people, as long as it's not me, I'm okay with that. And my family.
Of course, we would not hurt you, Damodar. You're our friend.
Oh, you could not try. And he little knocks around the shield. I got this
Oh.
place now. No more bugs and face.
Oh, look at that! That is so
Nice.
cool.
I go sit
And I-
in
and I
the
knock
front
at the
seat
shield.
as always.
Oh, you might be
I'm-
disappointed by this one this time. There's no wind anymore, but well, the view is still there.
Still the best.
I'm gonna go
I'm
clamber
still gonna
onto the
sit
back.
next to you.
All right, you all climb up, and that in the front.
Yeah.
Where are we going now?
Basically, get us more closer to the High Forest as you can. You said it was a 2-day journey, so I'm assuming if we go set off now, we'll get there by nightfall.
Sure. We could probably run a bit faster, I suppose.
Oh, he has an upgrade now. Let's go.
Oh yeah,
There was a. Does anybody remember where we were supposed to? Who we were supposed to meet? Names and stuff. We had names, right?
Yes, you did.
So
You did.
Yeah, we did. But I
it was
can't
in the
find
letter,
the
right?
fucking
So it's the
notes.
letter. I read off the names from the
Risa,
letter.
Tom, Rusty Goblet, Nonar's Hold is all that's written.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of it is.
So the Rusty Goblet or Donna's Hold, wherever you can get us, Damodar.
I can get
The
you to
rusty
Nora's
goblet
Hold.
is.
Okay. This is the place where you said that it was
Rusty
full of like
Goblet.
thieves and stuff, right? Like a unruly sort of place.
Huh.
Or am I wrong? Am I misremembering?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I haven't been there.
Oh, so what do you know about Donna's Hold?
That is next to High Forest and it's usually used for trading.
Oh, okay, all right. My bad. I must have misremembered from somewhere else. Okay.
Okay.
We have an extra person with us.
Alright.
Is that going to cost us more or?
No, you hire by the guard, not by the people.
All right, perfect.
It's okay. Okay.
Anything else we want to do here before we leave, you guys? I turn to the rest of the party.
No. Elvis just points out into the cart and gets up and says, "Let's just go and get things done fast."
All right. Time to fuck off.
Okay. You wait. Did I change the map accidentally? No. Okay. You all get into the seats. You see the familiar scenes of people walking around you, and you say goodbye to it as slowly but gradually meadows roll in, then hills on the side, and some river or something. But it all seems slightly different from what you can expect on this road, because you know that this road is slightly more perilous. And not you, however, see everything go by super fast all around you, people looking at you in surprise as the car just flies besides them.
Nice. Let's go.
I need to make sure where I save the map for Nona's
And
hole, so give me
resources.
2 minutes. No, I need.
Oh, that
uh,
map. Okay, got it.
yeah, it's in my folder, but I need to find it.
Okay, we'll enjoy the ride
Meanwhile,
until then.
it's just the ride for you for
Yeah.
now,
So on
or
the
any
ride,
discussions that you have on the way.
perfect. I tell the rest of the party about everything that I learned from the dude at the guild, and I tell them very clearly this is what happened. So it looks like the academy and Waterdeep hired the assassin to go after Cygnus. I don't know why, but that's basically what I learned.
DM.
Question: You saying this in front of both Nyx and Ileana?
Yes.
Okay.
At this point, I feel
DM.
like we are if we're the same party, we should all have the same information. DM is busy right now, so
Okay.
No, tell me what's up.
How long was I at the academy? And what
You were there for 2 months.
2 months. What do I know about them? Like, have they? As I hear Sorren speak about this,
They seem
do I know
pretty.
of any?
They seemed shady to you,
Mhm.
but they didn't seem dangerous. They didn't seem like they would harm people, as far as you know.
So I haven't seen any
But then again,
quote-unquote violent
like
tendencies.
you were not there for
Okay, meaning I was not there. The meaning I was being paid, but sure. I do look at Sorren. As I poke Elvis as I point to her bag, indicating for her to take out the book. And I'm gonna say it in my language. So yeah, he's gonna hear gibberish.
Elvis
But
speaks out the bag, tries to decipher what Ileana is.
yeah, I
trying to say.
basically say I've stayed at the academy for 2 months. I don't think they. Well, I haven't seen them. That they do seem a little shady, bringing in artifacts from God knows where, but they didn't seem like the type of people to go out and harm somebody for their gain.
Before I respond, I would like to know if I could be able to decipher all that information.
certain words, certain like very brief sentences, not completely.
So what do I hear out of all that?
You can make out the essence of it that she doesn't think that these people harmed people, but that's about it.
Okay. Elvis would then say to Ileana, well, we all like to believe certain things we know about some people, but from the past few days, I'm starting to doubt what we know already. So let's see what we find out.
Okay.
So be ready.
Okay.
Ooh,
okay, this is cute.
What?
The new map.
This is from Incarnate.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Nice.
this looks really good, DM. Wait, you made this?
No. I borrowed a lot of elements from it. I just changed a bit.
But it looks really nice.
Looks nice.
Yay!
All right, let's continue.
Okay. You start to slow down, and you feel it most of all in that you see a giant wooden wall with some sort of guard towers and barracks with soldiers in front of you in light green muddy outfits, and one of them stops you. Oh, what is this about? Who are you all? And one of the persons behind them just says, "They're probably traders. Let them through." And just like, "Okay, go on." And then the cart sort of like travels further in. You see a lot of small huts. You see a lot of children playing around. Some horses. You see a lot of traders meet and talk about their goods. And gradually you come across a large clearing of sorts with a fountain and a statue in the midst. And Damodar just stops there and says, "All right, so this is, I suppose, Nona's hold."
Thank you, Damodar. You're the best.
Right,
I
that's
pat him on the
the...
shoulder and I get off. Thank you, friend.
Oh, thank you. This is the hunting lord's keep. There is the tavern. You can look for other places all around. Where do you wanna go?
Probably the inn first.
Okay. All right, Damodar. At this point, will take your leave.
Bye,
Where?
Damodar.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, no. I was asking, where did we have to go?
I was saying let's go to the inn.
Okay, in. Okay, cool. Yeah, I get off the cart and I'm gonna follow the party.
You see some carts full of fish and some other strange water creatures being driven in front of you. Most of them seem to be cooked, and they're selling these. And they look up at you as, people from outside, travelers, and this person approaches you. Would you like to eat some?
We were gonna go to the inn to get some food, but I mean,
Oh, these are very cheap.
how much are they?
It's just 20 copper pieces.
For one fish?
One fried fish.
We could get a whole room for that much.
Oh,
Copper pieces.
Sure. He's like a youngish child, 19-year-old.
Sure, I'll have one.
Seems to have. Okay. He hands you like a fried fish. It's not that big. It's like 2 bites. But it's coated with very nice aromatic spices, and it seems to be deep fried.
Fuck, this is good.
It's pretty tasty.
Yum yum. That's sorry.
Yum. Elvis has
Any more?
returned.
It looks all of you.
I'll take one as well. I walk over
Okay.
and hand him.
Do you want the fish
What
or
did
the
he
shrimp?
say?
What is happening?
We're having fried fish.
20 copper pieces.
For Elvis,
Copper.
favorites.
I'm going to hand him like a silver piece, and I'm gonna point at whatever looks the most appetizing.
Okay. He hands you both the fish and the one of the other things. What's it? I think it's a what's that thing called? I forgot. Never mind. It's a it's a it's a river creature. Not a squid. It's a fried thing on a skewer, and he hands you both of them.
Fucking calamari.
I
No,
smile,
forgot.
taking it and chewing them both.
Are we in a
Like
fish
prawn,
market?
but not. I forgot
Shrimp?
what it's called. Shrimp, yeah,
It's
shrimp.
fine. It's fine. It's shrimp. You did say shrimp. How did you forget?
Yeah, I did say shrimp, then I forgot the word. I forget words, okay?
Nice.
Well,
We all forget words. Okay,
Yeah,
why
we-
are we in a fish market? What happened?
we are outside the inn, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
We are at Nona's hold, and a dude came up to us and offered us some fish. So we had some fish.
Yeah, he's just selling fish. He's just like a Tela wala person. He's just selling stuff.
Oh, I
Yay.
see. Fucking shopping. Okay, let's go.
Yeah,
to the inn.
I'll continue walking towards the inn that Damodar pointed out so generously for
As
us.
you approach the inn, it says in a dark board and with painted over words, it says the White Hart Inn.
Wait, what's the name says?
The White Hart
White
Inn.
Heart.
White Hart Inn. Okay. It's not the inn where we're supposed to go. Okay.
Can you roll me a perception check?
Okay.
One of you, anyone.
Perception. There we go. It's an 11.
Which was the inn that you were supposed to go?
Rusted
The Rusty
Goblin.
Goblet.
The
Rusty
Rusty
Goblet.
Goblet. Okay. The signboard for it seems to be painted over something. You can't make out the words exactly, but there seems to be some sort of a relabeled signboard for that.
Elvis just
Brand
looks
change?
over-
Question mark.
Yeah. Elvis just looks over at Sorren and says, "Does this look like the inn that we're supposed to be in?"
I'm not sure. We can go in and ask.
Right, let's go. I'll follow your lead.
All right.
All right.
I walk into the inn.
You walk in and you are encountered by a pretty butch, I'm sorry, half elvish woman who seems to be the barkeep. Yes, what can I get you?
Hi. We're looking
Hi.
for the Rusty Goblet.
Oh, well, it no longer exists. This is our inn. If you want to stay,
Wait, so you've
it's
just
the same place. It's just
Oh, okay,
Well,
cool.
not exactly. I purchased this property from the previous owners, and they use the term rusty goblet.
Okay.
Cygnus, sorry, Rigbert, can you mute? Albert,
So you're not Lisa Thorne?
no, she unfortunately passed away.
Oh no. Okay. Well, we would like rooms for the night.
How many of you are there?
6 of us.
6 of you, so you'll be taking two people per room, I suppose.
Yeah, that would work.
All right. Here are the keys. There'll be 2 silver pieces per night. Standard rate, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that works. 2 silver pieces per room per night.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I'm asking.
Yeah.
Or is it 2
I
silver
was
pieces
just
total?
expecting you to negotiate. Never mind.
Do you want us to negotiate?
Yeah, we don't
Oh,
negotiate
no, of course not.
over here.
No.
It's
Now
different for
that
me.
you're
Usually
no,
people don't
it's going to
pay
be
that much.
one silver and 5 copper per night. And
What?
you notice
What did you
that
say?
Okay.
so it's 2 silver, right? Versus
Wow.
how much is 1 copper? 1 silver is 10 copper, right?
Wait, is
Mike?
it?
Or is
I
it 100
forgot.
copper?
It's
I think
100
it's 10
copper.
copper. It's
10,
100
10,
copper?
10. D&D is
not
1 to
100?
10. 1 is to 10.
100
हाँ
copper.
ठीक है.
Okay.
So then I'm like, okay. So
Mhm.
no, 1 silver and 5 copper per night then.
It's food separately
This is
then.
how you haggle.
I look at her and I laugh and I put down 6 silver pieces for the night.
Oh, okay.
I was just
Oh.
I was just trying to be funny. It doesn't always work.
Well, people come here and they don't usually pay, anything properly.
Why not?
So running a business here is pretty difficult.
Why not? What's going on?
People are poor. They don't have enough to pay, so they haggle on everything.
Wait, but I thought this was a trading post, right?
Well, the
Does it
artifacts
mean they all have
dealers-
money?
Yeah, they don't come here to do this thing. We don't have the artifact dealers. They are the ones who are rich.
So where do they live?
They have their own secretive places. I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
We just house some hunters and gatherers. They come here, hunt in the forest, go home.
What do you know about the forest?
Scary. I was driven out. for being a half elf.
Elvis just looks over at the barmaid. Did she give us her name?
Nope, not yet.
Okay, Elvis walks over in front of her and says, "Yeah, I have faced those things myself. By the way, my name is Elvis. We didn't catch your name,
I didn't say it. My name is Shera.
Shara. Okay. Well, Shara, thank you for the rooms.
Well, if you need food, you can give me a yell. It's a very small tavern. Would you like drinks?
Well, I personally don't drink. Let's see my party members what they do.
Oh, a person of faith, of course. We have something for you. It's on the house, actually. And she hands you like a pretty pink drink with some sparkles in it.
Oh, this
I'm
looks
sure
pretty.
you'd like it.
What might this be? What is this called?
I'd like to call it Cranberry Delight. It's my own invention.
Cranberry Delight is canon in this canon. Okay,
Yep.
let's fucking go.
Oh,
I look over at Shara and I say, "Thank you for this. I appreciate it."
I
And
watch.
Elvis walks to the side and takes a sip of her drink.
Is that good?
It tastes like Cranberry Delight.
No, I ask Elvis. Is it good?
Elvis just takes a sip again, closes her eyes, opens, just smacks her lips. Yes, it is.
Hey, can I have one of those? I'll pay for it.
Oh, of course. She hands you one.
Thank you. And I
Just 2
sit
copper
down.
pieces.
Oh, I put down a silver piece. That's the tab for the night.
Oh. Okay.
And I sit down with Elvis and I start sipping my Cranberry Delight.
You
This is good
see,
shit.
there's one guy outside of this in the tavern, and he's just looking around, youngish kid, kind of just sweeping floor. And after a while, he leaves as well. So you're basically just you guys in the tavern.
Check question. What was the
In
time?
the inn, sorry.
Now?
It's named the White Hart Inn.
Okay.
What, were you expecting something else?
No, I was just taking notes.
Acha, acha. Oh my god, people are taking notes finally. I'm so happy.
Okay.
Yay! Very nice.
I finish my drink and I walk over to Shera and I strike up a conversation with her. So it's because nobody else is around, right? So I can just talk and whatever.
Mhm.
So what can you tell us about the people around here? We heard rumors of a cult. Do you know anything about that?
Not that I'm aware of. What exactly do you mean?
I have no idea. We just heard stuff about people doing weird shit.
Well, it's the elves that they do weird shit these days. But I don't know what you mean. And I'm afraid we can't talk that freely here.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
So when did you buy this inn?
About, I think about a year ago at this point.
Huh. I make a mental note to knock Taha's head about for.
Wait, do I hold on? Do I hear her say a year ago?
If you're still here, then yes.
Yeah, I'm still there. I would like to make an insight check on that.
Seems to be slightly exaggerated, but closer to the truth.
Okay. Understandable. Let's move. Elvis would then ask Shera about. So you said the previous owner passed away. Can you tell us something more about her?
Well, she died under mysterious circumstances, and yeah, I acquired the inn. Nothing much I can tell you. She looks around.
Inside check.
Again, insight check.
She seems to be hiding stuff. You don't even need to roll for it.
Okay.
What kind of mysterious circumstances?
The kind that you don't talk about.
Fair enough. Was she also an elf?
No.
Human.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're
What
here
would
for a few days.
you be? She looks at Ileana.
What? What did you say? I didn't get you.
What would you be?
I look at her confused.
You're not
Ileana?
human. You're not an elf.
Elvis
Not
just
needs-
looks over at Shera and says, She doesn't speak common that well. She's
I'm not
very-
trying to be rude, but since this is my inn and I'm, responsible for the property, can you share more information about your friend here and why she looks like that?
When she says that, what does she point at Ileana?
Yes.
She's pointing at Ileana. Okay. Ileana, I take Ileana to a corner and just whisper to her, "Do you have some sort of identification card of the academy?"
Did they give me something for identification? I don't think so, right? What?
DM?
You don't have any identification on you at this.
I hold up like my wand and like the locket that I had.
Right, fuck it. Elvis just walks over to the barmaid and says, "Well, we met her, and from what we know, she's a researcher from part of the academy."
All good. Is she safe? Is what I'm asking.
Oh, yeah.
Would anyone here and anyone in the Elvish Council have an issue with her living so close to the forest?
Yeah. Ilana looks at her as she remembers the council. I'm gonna look at Elvis. I'm gonna drag him into a corner.
Right.
And again, I'm gonna speak in my language.
Again,
Okay. Yeah, books, man. Can't say everything in common. All right. When we have the time, it's translation time for you. Good luck.
translation.
I'm not sure if the council, the lady back at Phandalin, I remember being in front of what seemed to be a council made out of the elves. I'm not sure if that was here or somewhere else. Do you think that's an issue?
Do I understand what she says?
You understand parts and bits of it. You understand that Ileana is not sure if this is the right place.
Elvis looks at Sorren and motions him to do something.
Okay, I'm gonna start flirting with her. So, I noticed that there's not a lot of music.
literally have one solution to every problem.
Let me.
He's living up to the
Let
name.
me riz her up. Sorren Rizborn.
No!
Rizzler Sorren.
Dying of here.
Anyway, I walk around so that the barkeeper is looking at me and not at Ileana and Elvis talking, and I look at her and I'm like, so I noticed that there's not much in terms of like entertainment here, any music or a bard to entertain the guests or whatever. Is that something that you would?
What the fuck? Do you entertain
No.
the guests?
With
What?
music, right?
Do you
Music.
see any guests around to entertain.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, we're here and we would like to hear some music. Do you mind if I play some?
Sure.
Right. I start playing a tune. I look right into her eyes. I'm singing a romantic song, and we're not gonna do an actual role play for that because my guitar is somewhere and I don't know where it is because of
You don't
You
need a
can
guitar
still
to sing.
sing. You can still sing.
my God.
Got him.
You're not bypassing this.
Listen, I know
And
that
that
you're trying
leaves
to
and goes to his
distract
room.
me. At least put on a performance.
Who said I was trying to distract you? What makes you think that I'm not serious about?
Listen,
About-
I live in very tense political climates. I know a distraction if I want to see one. It's fine.
All right then.
Listen, I don't
I
have any
put-
problem with your friend here. She can stay. It's just any sort of violence might not be. You know what I mean. But go ahead.
Don't worry, she's not
Let's see
gonna.
what you have.
She's not gonna set fire to your room because of a mimic. Don't worry about it.
That seemed very specific.
Start
This
singing.
place is fireproof.
I-
But go ahead.
Start singing.
Still
I-
waiting for your singing.
No, hey, if you're that worried about, if you actually think it's a distraction, then
Stop stalling. Stop stalling.
I can't think of any romantic songs at the top of my head. Is the problem?
Literally
But
sing
you-
anything. 2 lines
You
is
live in
Anything,
India, man.
bro.
You
I-
live in India. Romance is all they do.
Do you know how to enter?
Wow.
Literally what all Bollywood is. Just fucking sing anything.
Fuck me! I literally have to look up romantic songs right now because my brain is not working. Wait.
Okay.
Fuck. Son of a bitch.
That's not a romantic song.
No, it's not. It's. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Meanwhile,
It's fine.
this
Clearly
person is gonna
can't
tell you
sing.
how if you are trying to get into the high forest, the fastest way would be by the river with merchants who cross this place often. For now, I guess that would also be the least scrutiny that you would experience here.
I see.
Where do you want to go?
Look, I don't
Inside
know
of the forest.
about the forest, but I was hoping to get inside your pants. So
Oh my god.
You better start singing, man.
I'm still waiting for the song.
Better
We
start
can
singing.
decide later.
It's been longer than a second.
suck.
Why did
I can't think of anything. My brain is.
Wait, let me see.
It's
on-
fine. Stream is fine.
No, I just want to make
The
sure.
stream
The
Because,
stream is fine.
okay, perfect. All right.
What the fuck is lying?
Yep, stream is
Oh,
fine. I
come
checked.
on.
No. I okay, fine.
Get it over with.
Balls.
Fucking go.
All right. I start.
Down.
If you
Why-
don't sing, you gotta get bad luck.
Why must you put
I asked the
me?
DM to give you bad luck.
The inspiration, if you don't sing.
The inspiration.
Okay.
Disadvantage any
Fuck it.
anything.
Fuck it. I'm gonna do this.
Meow.
Meow. Can you not? How do I? Okay. So I
Say
I
anything.
whip out my no. You're fucking with my sound alerts.
Oh,
That's
acha.
just me.
My all right. Anyway.
Fucking Bard doesn't sing. Fucking go on.
Bards don't have to
Go
sing. That's the
ahead,
thing. It's
Sorren.
They
I can't-
do. In my campaign,
When-
they do.
my time comes around. Lay me gently in the cold dark earth.
You cut off.
No grave can hold
Yes.
my body down. I crawl home to her. That's all I got.
Right, that sounds good.
That was-
And she
Yay!
comes
damn it.
up from ahead of the counter, grabs you by the collar and drags you into a room. And that's the end of the
And
session.
what? She what?
She grabs you by the collar and drags you into a room.
Holy shit. Okay.